Hello, everybody. I hope your Monday is going well. And as you can see from Mist is very much big chilling. So, today's stream should very much be big chilling, where we don't play any scary, spooky games at all. We just chat with each other, right? Right? That's the plan. You're right, guys. Nobody's here for anything else other than that. There's an employee of the century clocking in. Hello, Maze. I hope your day is going well. Hello. Tuesday's good. Thanks. Glad to hear it. My Monday is... It's Monday. It's like it's scary, spooky games? Nah. Never heard of it. Nah. Nobody would be here to watch scary, spooky games, right? People are only here because they want to watch Soul Links, right? Right? Right, guys? None of you want to be here for anything, like that? Why did your clock instant reset? Because you see, sailors, when I lost my when my SSD died, I know, back to this again. The count for each user was tied to a file on my computer. A file that I could not back up. So some people were able to get their numbers back up because I basically removed the limit and just let them spam it until they reached their point because I was able to count it. Unfortunately, sailors, I do not remember your last one. Maze just got lucky. Yeah, pretty much. Maze and Fact. Those were the only two who were able to do it. Your Monday night will even better after Fright Night. Oh, man. You don't play scary game, but you'll watch them? That's me, Mist. That is me. I'm very much I'll watch other people play scary games, but actually being a part of it? Nah. That's crazy. Perks of being the most loyal employee? Oh, you're gonna have to fight back with that, Maze. You're both gonna have to fist fight each other. Though, of course, I will say that if anybody is busy enough in life that you can't come around, that is totally okay. No problems. You think mine was 18? You're going off your stream streak? Yeah, meet back in the break room. Alright, in that case then, how about this? I'm going to trust that you are all going to be reasonable about this. So, sailors, if you want to get your stream streak back, I will remove the limit. But only for sailors. Anybody else who tries to do it, I'm immediately turning the limit back on. HR is looking away? Yeah, HR is looking away right now, okay? Okay? Alright, I removed the limit. Feel free. As soon as I see somebody else besides sailors redeem it, I'm going to turn it back on. And I will never do it again. Because clearly y'all can't be trusted. Alright, sailors. But yes, the plan for today is Phasmophobia, and my stipulation is if chat was there to play with me. And I don't mean just one chat member, but I mean like 3 chat members. If we do not have 3 chat members, we do not pass go. $14, $15, $16. Oh. Because that's what you meant. You were confused. Yeah, that's what I meant. Hello, your chat member. Oh, there we go. There we go. What is the backup game? Oh, the backup game would probably be like some more Dark Souls 2 farming. Sometimes. You know what? You got it back. Yeah. Like, that is my stipulation for everybody because remember, I'm not good with horror. Hello, Chill Watcher. I hope your day is going well. I'm just laying out the stipulation, the rules, which, by the way, guys, it's a totally, today is the very, a remote employee kind of day. Y'all can stay home, you don't have to clock into work. You can leave. We don't need to worry about, like, Phasmophobia, all that. Nah. Don't worry about it. Let's play Jackbox games. You feel like playing Cancel today? I don't actually own Jackbox games. It's something I was supposed to pick up. Kind of forgot to pick it up, and now regret my decision about not picking it up. So I need to pick it up. Receipts on other devices. HR is looking away. How much is Jackbox games on Steam, anyways? Now would actually be a good time to take a look because I think, oh, it's on sale. Really? Hold on. Dang it. Wait, is Team Summer Sale supposed to be soon, though? Why must I hurt you? Oh, well, you see, Maze, the thing is that I don't usually play Jackbox. And if I do, usually somebody else has already bought it. So, like, that is the problem. HR was only looking away from Maze, in fact. Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much like that. So, I'm assuming it would be the Party Pack 11, right? Because that's the most recent one. Wow, what happened to like, the 10th pack? Because it's only mixed stuff. But yeah, like, I don't mind picking up, like, Jackbox games, but I'll be honest, I'm not a witty person. Like, you've seen my ability to trash talk, you've seen my ability to say, you know, funny things. I have, like, negative aura in that area. Mandatory hour of yapping before stream. Yeah, mandatory hour of yapping that is totally not, you know, delaying anything. Well, you guys can, you know, assemble your team. It's so there is always 3 chat members active. You know what? I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. But, yeah, I'll be honest, like, if you guys can, you know, assemble 3 of you, I will do it. But, like, that is my stipulation. Because last time we had that group of 4, so we got it. My comedy is mostly involuntary. Yeah, pretty much. If I ever try to be funny, it will never work out. But in involuntary funny, apparently that's where I shine. Level Minecraft, your door is mine. Oh, sailors. Ooh. How do I tell you that I don't have a Minecraft account? How do I say easily that I've never played Minecraft? I know of it. I've watched Rooster Teeth growing up, but I've never played Minecraft. I know it's just you hit the blocks, you know, and you build the things, and then you're supposed to like make some sort of like infinite like stone machine or something. You know, you put the water in the lava or something like that, but that's pretty much it. Wah! Having no Minecraft account in 2026. Yep, that's me. That is me. YouTube chat has delay today. Really? Oh my gosh. Do you guys have delay? Oh, that's cooked. Yeah, I see why. You know, you see, the reason, Faust, is this. YouTube has decided to disregard my choice of stream latency and said, oh, you want your ultra low latency for YouTube? No, no, no. They say you get the normal latency, which is like 20-30 seconds, which is stupid. But thank you very much for clocking in, at least, Faust. Sorry about that. I don't know how to fix it because I can't do it off stream. But yeah, SMH my head. Yeah, no, that's me. Have fun screaming, being scared. Love the stream, share the love, and I'm lurking. What? Thank you very much for lurk. We will see if I actually end up, you know, being scared. And you're gonna tell us Maze. I've never played Roblox. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jello? Yep. You know what? Hello to you as well, Diamond King. Hello, hello. We're confessing our gaming sins, I guess. Going to go ghostbusting? I'm only going to go ghostbusting if there's 3 other people in chat willing to ghostbust with me. If there's no 3 other people, we do not ghostbust. What even am I? Believe it or not, Maze, I am literally the most unsuitable VTuber. You're down? Oh, wait. No. Oh, man. Okay. You know what? I'll allow that, but also, like, nobody else volunteer. I'm not good with horror. Also, I probably have to remember how to actually get people in my game. You're down? Oh, Melon Lord. No. Say you're up. Say you're up. Say you're, like, you know, going up. You're an old Phasmo player? Oh. Looking at the price of the game? Oh. Which one? Which one, Maze? But yeah, you know what? That's 2, right? The two people. There's no 3rd person, right? Haha, right? Haha. Nobody verified in the next minute, so I can, you know, not be called out as a liar. I don't know if actually Sailors wanted to play though. Are you up to watching me play Phasmo? Oh, okay. You have a PC now. You could possibly buy it. Oh. Oh, no. You should wait until the Steam sale. Haha, you should wait until the Steam sale. You're gonna ask Turtle? Oh. No, I mean, you can. I can't stop you. But also, I'm like, you don't have to. You don't have to ask him. Anyways, you know, total distraction time. And how are you guys doing today? Is your day great? What do you guys think about the Xbox show? What do you think is gonna happen to the Nintendo show? Right, guys, right. Let's talk about that. Let's not talk about you know, ghost busting. Don't bring Canis, so boss's head exploded. Those two. No. Just finish working. You know what? Glad to hear. Glad they're able to finish a successful workday. Excited on Xbox games. Yeah, I saw a good amount of the list, but as someone who, you know, I did play SMT games here before, I'm like, I saw Persona and I'm like, yeah, you know, I gotta know about, you know, Persona, you know, and whatever that thing brings, because if nothing else, I hope there's no, like, we don't have another P5 incident where it's like, you know, everyone's like, man, Persona 5 is the best game ever, and they're gonna become, oh man, Persona 6 is gonna be the best game ever. And then, you know, everyone's just like, you know, no other game can compare, ignoring Persona 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of that. By the way, I mean, technically, the Persona 5 players are going to feel like the Persona 4 players, because, like, you know, it's been like, what? How many years since Persona 5 released? Never played Persona? Oh, it's like an RPG that's about, like, growing up, maturing, making, you know, friends. Kind of the whole high school slice of life. But P5 was just very stylish. Request the Canis descent? Why did you do that, sailors? No. Let's talk about ghosts. Woo! No ghosts here. No ghosts whatsoever. No. Why did I get a... Oh, thank goodness it's not a DM to me. Thank freaking goodness. No. So, you know, I'm just, you know, just checking my Discord real quick and be like, so it's playing as a persona? No, it's more like Persona is like how you present yourself in public. Like, how is your like, your personality, your behavior, your goals, and your dreams, like that. But it's, the Persona becomes supernatural powers. Like that. Yeah, so, like, you summon, you know, you summon your monster. You basically your stand. You summon that with the power of your emotions and your friends and your bonds and all that, and that's why people liked it. And that, and also P5 came out at a time where there was a lot of like, yeah, let's fight against society's expectations out of us. Let's you know, be our own selves and all that. And also, it really helped that P5 had a very, like I said before, very stylish UI, which is why I'm a little bit. Well, I wouldn't say concerned, but more like a bit skeptical about their current direction for their UI, because I get that P3 and P4, like, for example, they're intended to, like, I get that, you know, for Reload and Revival, they're probably intended to look like that, but I'm not 100% sure if, you know, that's the right mood, but that's just me speaking. Like, for example, even in P4G, like, they had the little, like, the dial, you know, like the old TV dial, it was kind of subtle in the UI. And now with the Revival, they actually have like a full-blown dial. And I kid you not, looking at social media, people were like, what the heck is that? They're like, what is this dial? What is this? And all I could feel was just my legs cracking, because I'm like, do you guys not know what an old school TV is? You have to babysit Turtle and Canis while making no progress, and boss shriveling in a corner is going to be hilarious. Oh man, Faust. Nah, that's not gonna happen, unfortunately. If it ever does though, I'm not gonna be making progress. They're gonna be making progress. Because I am too busy, you know, I am the manager. I am the one staying inside the truck, directing people and making sure everything is a-okay. I just also want to know, you know, like, why is it that everyone, as soon as they hear, oh, boss is playing a horror game, they just, like, y'all, you know, decide to become super loyal employees and just clock into the office. But if it's anything else, you're just like, nah, we can do remote work. I'm looking at you all. I'm looking at you all. If you know, as an office manager who needs to make sure that the employee's potential is you know, like reaching the highest. Canis responded. What do you mean Canis responded? Canis said no, right? Canis said no. Canis said no. He didn't say yes. Okay? He said no. Right? Right? Because we can't scare the boss? Oh my gosh. There's a good reason I say no, because I'm not good with horror. And you may ask, why did I put it on here? Because I thought, you know, I thought, oh yeah, chat wouldn't be that mean. You know, my mistake. That's why I put the limit right there. Turtle's eating. You know what? That's normal for Turtle. Turtle usually sleeps around this time. Get a third party to do it kind of thing. Oh my gosh. Do you remember the TVs in that you had to twist the knobs to stabilize the screen? I do. Yeah, I remember seeing those. I never actually had to own one myself, but like, I know of them. It's like, you know, the whole like floppy disk kind of scenario. There are people out there who have no idea what a floppy disk is. And I just, ooh, you know, I might turn into dust at this rate just because of, just because of what I'm hearing. You won't be home for like 40 minutes? Oh, man, you know, I guess I can end stream in 40 minutes, right? Haha, very short stream, right? Yeah, I can pull out the yeah, he's like stuck in the shell right now, so, you know, that's just how Turtle is. He gotta rest. You use them too? Yeah, I remember using floppy disks back, well, at least just to try it out. I was about to say back in the day, like I'm old. No. I was like, nope, that's not correct. I mean, yeah, like I did try it once, but for most of my storage needs, it was just USBs. And way back then, it was like way back then, getting like 1 gigabyte for like a USB storage, that was like so expensive. Now it's just like, oh, 1 gigabyte's like whatever, right? How do I know the ancient tech? Because I am old enough to know the ancient tech, but not that old. What about dial-up internet? Oh, I'll be honest, I know dial-up internet as a concept, but I've never experienced it. I can tell you that much. I'm not that old. I'm 30, so I have them in early childhood. Okay, I'm just going to hint my age. I grew up with the GameCube. I know about the SNES, NES, but I've never really played them outside like once or twice. So, GameCube and Wii were my consoles growing up. So I enjoyed games like, at least for the Wii, it was like, there was Harvest Moon Animal Parade, there was Pokemon Battle Revolution, there was Mario Party 8. So yeah, my early ancient years, and then for the GameCube, it was a lot of like, Mario Party 6, because that, by the way, best Mario Party. There was also, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn. Oh yeah, I did actually play the N64, like, I do remember, like, faint memories of the N64, and that was with Donkey Kong 64. And also, like, Mario Kart. Mario Kart on the Wii was, like, literally my jam. I mean, yeah, yes, I was there for, you know, when Coconut Mall was still, you know, not just a meme, it was like, you know, Coconut Mall was a place. Though my favorite was Maple Tree Way. Nintendo 64 was the bomb coin. Oh, I'll be honest. Okay, I'm gonna confess right now that you know, if you play, like, Donkey Kong 64 and you decide to quit the game, you get the game over. Like, that horrified me. Like, I was too afraid to end the game, because it was just like, oh man, like, they just blew up, like, you know, Donkey Kong Island right there, and I was like, what the frick? What? Just because I quit the game? What? Yeah, the Sega Mega Drive? Okay, I'll be honest, okay, I'm not that old. Sorry. Grew up in the first original Xbox, so that's how old I've never owned an Xbox, ever. Never, ever. So that's why I'm just like, I've heard the tales of the Xbox, but I've never really used one outside of the, you know, when you go to sometimes the, like, electronics store and they have, like, games available to try out. Yeah, that's my only experience with Xbox. But yeah, I'm very much a Nintendo console, and then moving over to the Sony PlayStation consoles. PS1, your second console. Oh my gosh. So, that's why, like, there's a lot of people who are talking about, oh, here's your old classics, and I'm just, like, I mean, I play games, but you can tell just by the games I listed, I'm very much a, more casual kind of gamer, or like turn-based. Yeah, like action games, like, playing Dark Souls or whatever. Like, I missed that. Oh yeah, I did also remember playing like some really old school like computer games too, like Commander Keen, and then there's that one Diablo on the PC back then, around like Commander Keen. I think it was just Diablo 1, right? It's been so long ago. I'm digging up core memories right now. But yeah, like my gaming history is just it's. I wish I could play more games, but I didn't really play that many games. I'm like, I can say, how do you do, fellow gamers? That's me right now. I love the Wii too. The Wii was so much fun, but there's also some like weird games out there. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned this before in another stream, but like my introduction to the Castlevania series was actually Castlevania Judgment, which was basically the whole like the Wii game where you had to attack by swinging the Wii remote. My arm was really tired, by the way, and of course I was very surprised because I was like, oh, Simon Belmont is a redhead in this game? Okay, fine. And I look in the source material and I'm like, that's Simon Belmont? What? But it was there. And then there was also, oh man, I wish I remember what it was. But I think it started with the Wii, but there's this one fishing game that I just loved playing. Because it was chill. It wasn't like too difficult. It wasn't too like easy either. And I'm like, okay, I get to have fun reeling in fish. I'm a fake gamer, no way. Yeah, fake gamer, yeah. But other than that, I also really liked Pokemon Battle Revolution because I was able to bring in my Pokemon Diamond team into there, including my shiny Staraptor. Of course, I was totally fine until Mysterio decided to pull out his legendaries, and by then I was like, hey, my level 100 Golem might not be able to survive, because he is a good boy, but he is not a durable boy. He's gonna get washed away if somebody just drops, like, puts a little bit of water on him. Wii Sports was the only Wii game I played. Oh man, Wii Sports with tennis. Tennis was the game you played. And not tennis, bowling. If you said if you're choosing any other games other than those two, like you gotta have a good reason for those two. Anyone played what was it? Gun? Oh no, I definitely missed that. And thank you very much for the disconnect. I'm glad you enjoy that. In PS2, GBA, DS, and Wii. Never cared for Xbox. Oh yeah, DS was great. Like Pokemon Ranger was, you can tell I have a very extensive background in Pokemon. Pokemon Ranger was also another game I played, but it was not just the second one, but it's like the first one too, where you had to constantly, spin, like make the circles with your stylus and everything, and hope you didn't actually break your screen, because if you let go, it's like, alright, we have to, restart your entire loops again. It's like, at least they fixed that with Shadows Almia. But like the first one, oh no, that kicked my butt. Thank you so much, Salaman. You'll really beat tennis on that game, as you should, because tennis is based. There's sword fighting one and ping. Oh yeah, fencing was actually not that bad. Almost smashed the TV with bowling. Oh yeah, imagine just trying to get strikes all over and you miss one. It's like, oh, it's so over. Match the Wii controller on the old box TV. Oh, do you guys not put on the wrist strap? They tell you, put on the wrist strap before you swing around. I guess I just really learned in practice because, okay, I guess I'm, pulling out another Nintendo game, Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Those were super enjoyable. Though, it will be too soon if we ever see the Spring Mushroom again. And by see it, I mean, like, use it. The Spring Mushroom. Nobody needs to use the Spring Mushroom. That sucked. But it was fun unlocking Luigi. You did, but you forgot to tighten it. Oh, oh, they even give you warning, like, make sure you tighten it too. Like showing the two hands and you're just like, pulling it up and all that. Those are the basketball one for a bit. Didn't like that much. Yeah, the basketball is kind of. Yeah, Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Like archery and just trying to find all of like the different, like the little bonus targets with the fruits. Oh man, that made me go insane because I'm just trying to find it and I'm like, where is it? Am I blind? Usually the answer is yes, but like, am I blind kind of situation? So, like, I guess now that I've, with games, like, a part of streaming just gives me the opportunity to try out games I've never would have tried or, like, even considered before. But also, I guess just makes, gaming a lot more precious to me because I have less time compared to before where I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just play this, I'll play that. And now I'm just thinking about, okay, hey, I'm gonna be talking, if you, by the way, this is why I get, like, I know my Pokemon stuff and I kind of tease Cadence about it, but like, yeah, I just really thought about how a good chunk of my childhood was just Pokemon games. And there was also like the spin-offs too, like Pokemon Pinball. Just Pokemon Pinball like sucked the life out of me because I'm just like, okay, like I see all these flashing lights, I hear the sounds, I'm like, all right, let's keep keep on going, let's go through the different levels. Oh, we got an egg, oh, let's catch some Pokemon, right? Like, oh my god, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. This is why we need more slice and play Pokemon games. Have you played any of the Outlast games? I've never played Outlast games. So, I do believe I have one. I should double check. Well, what does my library say right now? Do I have Outlast? I do have just regular Outlast on my theme thing. And I don't like the, the capsule image. He looks kind of creepy. That looks like a horror game. Just for no particular reason. That looks like a horror game right there. Oh, I do also have the Mass Effect Legendary Edition too. So I'm thinking is like, okay, let's, try it out. But every single time I think, okay, I have time. Nope. Something keeps getting in the way. It is like 110 gigabytes though. But then again, I did play FF16, so I probably shouldn't complain that much. How much was FF16 anyways? Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, let me see if I can find it. FF16 should be my favorites. Yeah, F16 is 160 gigabytes. It was huge, but like, it was like a cinematic adventure. It's perfect for someone like me until I got to the Leviathan fight. I think that's the only time I got really tilted because you had to be perfect. But also the music was great. Did you play any of the Outlast games? Oh man, miss. Oh man. Oh, playing the Outlast games, huh? Sorry, I don't own Outlast anymore. Oh, what happened? Do you know what happened? I don't know what happened. And suddenly, it just disappeared from like my my storage. Oh, I guess I do also have Baldur's Gate 3, but it's just a private playthrough too. There's Hades, and then there's let's see. There's also the Neo Complete Edition and the Neo 2, which I was thinking of playing in the meantime. One more bit if I do. Oh, missed. Oh, sorry. Drive a hard bargain, but I'm not sure if I can say yes about that. Slime Rancher. There's also, oh man, Tales of Zestiria. You could have been done so much better. You really could have done so much better. Yeah. So, I guess if nothing else, it's been nice, like, to play Hollow Knight, for example, because I know that was, like a big thing back when it first released, and I only knew of it, and actually trying it out, and, going from being absolutely terrible to just being slightly less than terrible was an enjoyable adventure. Will you do it for 3 Scooby Snacks? Oh, believe it or not, I actually don't really, like, I'm assuming you mean, like, the actual product Scooby Snacks, or, like, something similar to it, like, that kind of, like, biscuit, kind of, like, bread, kind of, snack? Nah, I've never liked those. Why can't I throw things at me? Oh, because I disabled it at the time, because I thought we were gonna jump right away, but I can turn it back on in the meantime. So, give me a moment. If this means I can continue to distract you guys from my impending doom, I will absolutely do it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, I know better than that. I'm gonna activate it once TOS is finished. There we go. There we go. As you can see, it's right there. So, yeah, you can definitely do it, right? Wait, did the bonk work? What? Did you guys see the bonk? Sorry, I was actually looking away. Oh! There we go. Let me see. Am I actually connected on V2 Studio? Is it actually connecting? It's valid. Okay, there we go. Scooby Snacks equals bits. Oh, it works? Alright, perfect. That is good to know. if it works, because I need to still get audio up. I know I sound kind of cringe, and I will sound kind of cringe because as soon as I peek my microphone, like, I'm gonna sound horrible. So I was thinking of using up an equalizer or something like that to just make it easier. Actually, I do have my compressor on right now. How do I sound like that anyways? Am I like too quiet? We're all cringing here? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, me most of all, by the way. But yeah, how is my audio? That is something I'm gonna keep asking until I get it right. Because I wish I remember my settings, and I don't. But yeah, like, sounds good? Thank you very much for clarifying. Sounds good to you? Thank you so much. Yeah, it's like for me, like, I've heard my voice like enough that I'm like, okay, I can tell when I sound good and sound terrible. Except for when I'm streaming, because I can't hear it. What audio I'm looking for is mainly so I sound like less echoey and I'm not like inside a whole room, but also kind of gets rid of all the background noise. So I know that really doesn't sound like a lot, but that's what I'm looking for. And I know there's people who have like really pristine audio, and I'm not good with tech. Yeah, that's why I'm like, hey, if I ever end up streaming, like right now, it's a miracle if I get to this point. Or echo for Phasmo, I have no idea what we're talking about. You can hear me clear, like someone is behind you. Oh, I'm gonna assume that's a good thing. I'll have to listen and like practice, but like, I'm gonna assume it's a good thing. Your friend just finished Captain 9 today, so I can finally discuss limited stuff with someone. Oh, nice. Congratulations to them. Congrats. Canton 9's like absolute cinema. And yeah, I've basically set aside time so that for next week I'm gonna be playing the new Intervallo that comes out. Obviously dodging the spoilers are gonna come because the Intervallo is dropping on this Thursday, right? Thursday? Yeah, I have to dodge spoilers for like a good 5-ish or so days. But that's definitely possible because I'm not chronically online. I'm just like, oh yeah, like I basically I get to work and I just sit down and make sure everything that's like pressing is completed. Then I open up Twitter or X. I just do a quick scroll, type my morning message and be like, yeah guys, we're woo, right? And then I close my phone. My phone's Twitter app specifically, and I check other stuff and I come back later. Welcome. Thank you very much for clogging into the office. Oh yeah, I am behind you because you see, Diamond King. I'm expecting that report. It's due today. If you wanna do it, then now's a good time. You're behind you. Oh shoot, nothing personnel, kiddo. Phew, right? But yeah. Honestly, I do enjoy yapping at least a little bit. Just probably not the paint drying simulator levels of yapping, because that was a level of fortitude I was not sure I could have. The ghost would be behind you. Oh, if the ghost is behind you, like, you guys can deal with it. I'm out. You guys gotta handle it. Now, I will be the observer, the spectator, while my employees figure out how to deal with the ghost. Boss and HR behind you, what do you do? Oh, that's a scary question, sailors. TBH, that's like very scary. He's like, oh, who's gonna jump me first, right? But yeah, like, I'll be honest. Probably, I mentioned it before, but once I finish the playthrough with Turtle, I'm probably gonna start the Liza P or Neo playthrough. I haven't finalized which one yet, but I'll have to look at mainly the playtime because, gaming, me playing games, what a concept. And then I'll also have to see what I do for Mondays because that is the designated variety slot. I am, now that you guys are here, I'm willing to share it. like I'm thinking maybe like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, because I did talk about it for one. I'm like, I am kind of interested, but I hope it does go on sale. But if not, then whatever. I gotta stay on cam. Sorry, I'm a truck princess. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I will be the truck princess for the first round. You guys got this, right? And then next round, I will be, I can trust that that one of the employees will be able to handle cams while I go and observe you all in the field, right? Making sure that you all can perform at your best while I observe from afar, right? And report to the HR, rest of the HR, and then also the other operations team that, hey, things are going swimmingly. Right, guys? Right? That's the plan, right? Right? What are we doing in the fields again? Oh, you see, Mist, what you guys are going to be doing is you're going to be hunting for ghosts, and I'm going to be making sure that you all do it correctly. Yeah, next round I'll be alone in the house now. What are you talking about? Solving ghosts? Yeah, Sailor's gonna be solving the ghosts, right? Right? I'm just here to make sure that, the sailors can do it, right? That sailors knows what the job entails, so that when hiring goes through, he can talk about it professionally, unlike most HR people who don't know how to talk about their the jobs professionally without reading up extensively, or getting somebody who actually knows the job, or adding more. I will say that I did check my Phasmophobia game on Steam, and luckily it did save, so I still have the trophy for, getting the trophy that I had my handheld for, basically. I can carry this boss? Oh, man. I don't remember if you were here for everything, Sailors, or, like, Diamond King. You weren't here, but, like, everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody else was here. I was playing Dark Souls 2 yesterday. I was treating it like a horror game. I was, like, absolutely terrified. So, like, it's Dark Souls, and I was already scared. You think I'm gonna play Phasmophobia like a rational person? Really? Because if so... What do you mean, bruh? What do you mean, bruh? I'm not... It really is like that. How Dark Souls scary? When you hear unsettling sounds and you know that you can get jumped? Yeah, that's how I find it scary. Or how, like, an enemy just bursts through the boarded wall, like, scares me? Yeah, I'm gonna find that scary. Or when an enemy blows up and takes off a good chunk of my HP, and I really don't want to, like, lose my souls? That's gonna be scary, too. That's normal? Oh my god. Yeah, I'll be honest, Diamond King, I think you have, like, a misconception about my tolerance for anything spooky. Like... If it wasn't for my personality, I think I would do so much better for, like, the comfy, chill games, because that is definitely my lane. But I realize I'm not say-so. I'm not, like, super kawaii nice. I'm just here. I'm the office manager. That's it. Sorry, I had nothing else to go with that. I'm sorry about that. But that's just how I am. Yeah, more confidence, I will do good. Oh my gosh. Oh... No, thank you very much, confidence, but I think you put confidence misplaced a little bit. Just a little bit. Because, worst comes to worst, I may need to tell somebody to investigate the ghost properly, especially when it gets a little bit angry, while everybody else bailed. But it should be okay, right? Is it like a door opens a little, or light flickers and I'm out the door? Oh yeah, absolutely. If either of those, like, happen, I might be out, especially the light flickering. Because I like to use audio cues, and I'm usually pretty perceptive about those. So if I hear anything like unsettling, nah, I'm not gonna have a good time. Like, I remember I ended stream yesterday with Dark Souls 2, where I got to I think it was the gutter or something. Yeah, the basically Blight Town and a little bit of Tomb of the Giants, and it just sounded disgusting. And I was like, I don't want to be here. I need to go. It was awful. And I haven't even explored the place proper yet. It was just... I got Scott from the bottom. funny and the last person standing. You know, if I'm the last person standing, I'm just going to go back to the truck, and then I'm just gonna pick one. TBH. I don't think it's gonna be right, but I'm going to just pick one. And if it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, well, that's just too damn bad. Boss has managed to stall for 38 minutes already, all according to plan. Exactly. Not a stalling. It's just, no, I'm just catching up with my, my employees. Isn't that, like, that's so normal. Obviously, as an office manager, I need to make sure that my employees are doing well. Thank you very much for clocking in. And I guess, speaking of, the whole employees thing, I know I say it as a joke, but are you all actually okay if I call you that? Like, hey, you guys are my office employees. Just double checking, because, like, I realized I just, sprung it out of the blue one day. I was like, okay, it's like that, but I know there's people who are like, hey, they have a lot more creative stuff. Like, I think Mori Calliope calls her fans, like, or like her community, deadbeats. And then there's, I think there was, what was her name? Rudy Dori Kafka, calls her community, like, chappies or something, which is actually super cute. You don't mind? Alright, I will note that down. You prefer slaves since I have... Miss, I cannot, for obvious reasons, I cannot say slave. I cannot call you guys that. For obvious reasons. Because first of all, no. Second of all, somebody's going to think I have certain political views. And I do not. So, like, I just want to be clear, like, I think I've already, like, I think it's pretty obvious, like, where I am on that area. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm intolerant. Also, thank you very much for the, the cute little raves right there. Like, I guess if you, really want to talk about it, I can talk about it, that would, usually break my rules, but, like, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that, like, left wing, right? I think it's pretty clear. What about interns? Oh, I mean, interns are great, but also, like, if anything, I'd rather call interns, like, the people who are just here for example, the people who do just follow, I call them new hires because, they're newly hired, right? And it's just employees. I think, I feel weird if I called subs, like, interns, right? But, unless you mean actually synterns. Slave. We at Ether Energy & Co. pay our employees properly, provided they fill in the paperwork properly. It is not the responsibility of the company if the employees fail to do their bare minimum. Okay? Y'all are slandering me. Don't you say lies, just fill in the paperwork. Protest? Nah. No, we're not doing that here. No. What did you miss? Oh, you missed nothing, Diamond King. Don't worry about it. What the heck did I come back to? You came back to people slandering me. You did fill it in, you sent it into triplicate. Well, you see, Mist, if you fill it in, you sent it into triplicate, then that means, by that logic, Sailor should have gone in. You pedo falsehoods? Nah, no. Nope, I only speak the truth here. Only the truth. If you filled in the paperwork properly, you would be compensated. But, I can't stop you guys if you decide to take the orientation papers with all the important information and just, you put it into the, the paper shredder, that. Supposed to be higher up because I have King. I mean, there are people who have like last names as like King and Prince, and that does not necessarily equate to position. So really, nobody help back. He'll be fine. Oh my man! No! Oh no! Somebody! Anybody who like comes in here and has no idea what the stream is about, they're gonna have the wrong idea. No. Oh. Okay, I'm crazy that way you hire me for that. Yeah. You know, that's very. I mean, we at Ether Energy & Co. we can utilize our talents to the fullest, and their varied skill sets. We always find a way. So don't worry. Anybody can fin here, provided that you are like, you know, tolerant and reasonable and not crazy, like legitimately crazy, instead of just, you know, regular crazy. The boss spews lies of his spitting water. Okay, but you see, Melon Lord, I don't spit water. That's why HR is always behind you. Yeah, Celia's like looking at you right now, like, you know, cool. Oh yeah, that reminds me of an anime I watched like way back in the day, and that was Hetalia. And I remember when Hetalia was like a huge thing. Obviously, watching it now is just like, oh, you know, maybe we shouldn't watch it, but like back then, it was interesting to see every single country get ragged on. The spit wipes. I mean, I wipe the counter with like, you know, the disinfectant wipes. That's pretty normal, especially in this, you know, shared communal space, right? Make sure you clean everything. You guys make sure you clean the kitchen, you know, the kitchen sink and the break room, right? Like, if you don't clean it, then obviously we have to, you know, get people in there. By the way, whoever left the milk carton inside the fridge, don't do that. There was only a little bit left. Just like, I will say this, if there's only a tiny bit of milk in that milk carton, just grab it and just glug it. Drink it like an essence flask. Don't leave it there so that the next person to try to grab the milk and they realize there's nothing left. Somebody was trying to make, you know, they're trying to make their foam for their coffee earlier, and there was like a little pitted amount. And I'm like, okay, well, goddamn it, now I have to go and, you know, order some more like milk cartons to put in the fridge. That was chill. Create a biohazard in there with cheese? Okay, well, I guess at that point, you know, we have to establish a new, like, SOP to just, you know, toss out all the food at the end of the week, because clearly, y'all can't be responsible for that. I try to be reasonable, but it's clear that it's like, this entire office, I'm just babysitting adult children. Wait, you guys aren't working? What? What? Who isn't working? Most heard of the ways of glug glug? Yes, I have heard of the ways of glug glug. I'm very much, you know, I very much do the glug glug when it comes to like Dark Souls 1, because it's just like, no, I have to make sure I don't die. Hello, Shadow Cod. Hello. I hope your day is going well. I know what it seems like, but right now I'm just waiting for people, so that's why I'm yapping. I'm pretty much doing the whole, like, you know, VTuber shtick where you just talk and you don't play games. It's like this. Oh, thank you very much for the compliment. Thank you. Oh, hydrating? Yeah, sure, I'll hydrate. Okay, you know, you just glug, right? Like that. We need one more? Yeah, we need one more, so I'm just sitting and waiting and pretending that one more never shows up. Need to replace all the spit? What spit? Who needs to play games when you're having a good time? Yeah, I'm just having a fun time just chatting with everybody. So like, that's me. I know my VTuber model is just not really tracking me that well, but I think that's just a limitation of the whole webcam versus an actual iPhone XR. I don't know how to set that up anyways, so that's kind of on me. I say that, but I'm also getting some VTuber model art, so, you know, my priorities are somewhere. Is that one more? Yeah, you know, surely Canis will, you know, he will realize he only can tolerate me once a week, right? He knows that he comes here, he's gonna be called the office pet, so he definitely won't show up. Which means I am saved. Right? 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 Because otherwise, I'm absolutely cooked. Keep up the great work. Alright, thank you very much. I will continue to keep up the great work when I can. I know I've been slacking on shorts and also editing a little bit because I do want to get the next long form video is probably going to be Trees Hate Me just because it's pretty short. So I do have the flexibility to experiment a little bit with that highlight. But first, I want to finish the short because it's a collab short and there's a lot of yapping in that short. It's a little bit harder than I expected. Or just let boss solo the game while everyone else chills in the back. Oh, chills in the truck. Oh no, Faust, you can go out in the field. We're gonna all relax in the truck right now. Trying to move us off topic from the main objective. The main objective, Melon Lord, is to yap, right? Hi, boss. Still no, not stalling. I'm still chatting with you all. I'm still chatting and yapping. That's what we're here for. Let's see if they're free. Oh no, you don't need to check if they're free. That's crazy. You don't need to check if they're free, right? Even hours of Phasmo went. Oh, Phasmo was, like I said, Phasmo was if you guys can assemble each other. If there is no assembling, there is no Phasmo. And that is the stipulation. Because it's a horror game. And also, this is my stream. Sorry about that. Maybe Phasmo is the friends we made along. Yeah, maybe Phasmo is the friends we made along the way. And I guess, if I want to continue, talk about plans. But, so for people who weren't here, specifically yesterday, I did mention that I got a draft for my live 2D art. So for that one person in the highlights, highlights channel who keeps asking for my final form, going from like Charmeleon to Charizard, it's going to happen. Don't worry, it will happen. I will have my final evolution. It will happen. And I can solo the game. I'm sure that people who have experience can solo Phasmophobia. I just don't have that experience yet. And okay, but getting back to my earlier point. The art should be finished by, roughly in a month or so, and then afterwards I can get a rigging artist to do it, and then that should be when I start really pushing on the whole, like, debut kind of stuff. Obviously, I will do the bare minimum, the wiggling around, back and forth kind of VOD, like this, but I also want to make the, the cute little ads as well in Blender and all that. But mainly for Blender, I do want to at least do some science, cause yeah, I'll be honest, like, I do like my VTuber lore a lot, and my VTuber lore is, it's not a lot, but I like to make it more important than it should. You mean you can? Yeah, I'm sure people can. I'm not doubting you, ShadowCon. I just don't think I can, because I'm not capable of right now. Oh my gosh. Do their wages help you're hungry? Maze, you can grab some food from the fridge. Can't play tonight, but next time she could if I give her a better heads up. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Yeah, that's why, by the way, Taylor, that's why I usually, like, give, several warnings. I'm like, hey, we have 1 week away, we have, like, a couple days away, there's tomorrow, even on the day of. Because I like to give people plenty of heads up, just in case. But that is unfortunate. Okay, I will say, Miss, hey, I will allow it this stream, but please keep the whole, like, master bit, like, to this stream. Final form is as real as a tooth fairy. It is real! I got the draft! I will not show it on stream because I want to at least keep it, a little hidden for the surprise. But it is real. The what? The bit that Miss is doing. The whole, like, master and, quote-unquote slave stuff. You haven't seen checking Discord later, chilling at work and with your GF? Alright. You know what? That's fair enough. In that case, then, where would be a better place for me to get those heads up? Because I usually do that or, like, end of stream. And I'm not sure if any of you guys actually follow me on, Twitter or, Blue Sky. Which is why I'm like, sure I actually should put those things on there. So report you to HR. Oh, I think HR is right there. Help your ex want to come see you? Oh, wait, actually? Because if so, like, you know, you set the boundaries and say, like, hey, I'm not interested in speaking with you. But, like, if they're very insistent, they're like, you might have to, first of all, find somebody else to be with. Make sure you're not alone. And second of all, if they're really not respecting your space, you might have to, if they're not amenable to reason, you might need to put, like, some sort of, like, restraining order on them. Because they're kind of crazy then, at that point. You already have a GF? Estimate your head? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they're not amenable to that, like, you might have to put that whole restraining order stuff. Because it's clear that they're not getting the hint that you two are just not, like, you're not interested in speaking or communicating with her. Why people like this? Because people are crazy. And not, like, the good kind of crazy, but, like, the genuinely, like, oh, you know, clearly I'm different kind of crazy, which is, you know, really silly. You're not really, the HR is right there. Oh, don't worry, Faust, Miss will realize one day. But that would be my suggestion, just, yeah, the crazy, like, actually genuinely crazy people, where I'm like, nah. Cease. You don't know, pay attention to Discord more, as I work in the, yeah, you know what, fair enough. Sailors, I'm just pitching ideas out there, because I mean, the alternative is getting people to follow my Twitter and Blue Sky, but I don't want to force people to do that if they're not interested. We live in a society. We do live in a society. But in any case, Maze, I hope you stay safe. And if you have to go because you have to deal with that, no worries. Take care of yourself. Need to change your name because people keep forgetting your HR. Don't worry. No, Sailor, this is the right call. If people don't recognize your HR, then that's how you can blend in. That's how you can catch people who are not doing work when they're supposed to be doing work. But yeah, oh man, I just got distracted from the main point. Let's get boss to 1 million. Oh man, I wish. I don't think I'm gonna be ever. I don't think I'll ever hit that. If it does happen, like, I won't say no, but I know myself well enough that I don't think I'm that charismatic for, like, 1 million, let alone, like, even 10k. Like, phone number is too personal. I don't know if you have Instagram. Those two, the other two I check. Oh, I do actually have Instagram. So it is under the player in the socials, but I mainly post reels there. Maybe I might post, like, actual updates there. I'm not 100% sure, but it's mainly been, like, a reel farm while I kind of get myself situated. So Instagram is there. You're fine, we live across the country. Oh, okay, thank goodness. Because I'm just like, wait, if it's actually crazy, I'm like, Maze, what are you doing here? I'm like, no, solve the problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, luckily, like, after the whole, like, Instagram bump, it's like, okay, no, things were actually working. So, I'm slowly trying to, I'm trying out that platform, seeing what works, what doesn't work. It's, like, moderate success, so that's okay. And at least my understanding is, first of all, Reels do pretty well there, but also, it's mainly the ones, like, the ones that aren't gaming that do better than the ones that are, like, hey, you know, here's a hot gaming moment. Yeah, those ones don't do nearly as well on Instagram. Unless it's, like, very short. At least that's my understanding. Got to know the games are interested in playing summer games, into what platforms I want to play it on. Yeah, that's me as well. I have to plan out my schedule because of the whole summer games, alongside the whole debut stuff. And, it's gonna be a trial. Like, just because, you know, the releases this year are actually not that bad. Like, at least compared to last year, or and I say last year as in, like, the lows and, like, the mediums, not the highs, because there were some really great games came out last year, even though if I wouldn't play them myself. But it's like that, and I also need to set aside time to actually, you know, put my feet into Blender instead of just dipping my toe in it because of how I want to actually make some stuff. But first, I want to double check some science, just because if people know my lore, which is, you know, the office manager from an energy company and, like, you know, outer space and all that, I do need to at least understand, I feel like I need to understand at least the bare minimum. before I sound absolutely silly. Otherwise, I just like make it up and be like, hey, what happened because we said so. Now, I'm someone who likes, you know, science and facts. Believe in me, so everything will work out. You know what? Thank you very much, Shadow Cloud, for the belief. Thank you so much. I will take your belief and I will pin it to the skies. Because surely it will lead us to victory, right? But that's what I've been doing. So I've been looking at some tutorials as well, just to kind of like re-familiarize myself. Because the last time I used a 3D modeling software, it was Maya. And if you haven't used Maya, it's equivalent of just like trying to use a very laggy, very slow, kind of like unoptimized software that kind of only functions like maybe like once every minute or so because it's constantly rendering, and it's also like expensive compared to something that runs better or similar. Maybe has slightly less functions, but it's free, and that's Blender. But they also like mess with the UI a lot, so I'm like, oh, I have to relearn everything. You have used Maya? Yeah, Maya. Ooh, you know, dark days they were. They were very dark days. But that's why I want to do the science first, to make sure, hey, do I actually understand the reactions correctly? The chemical reactions? To make sure that, you know, I'm not sounding like completely BS, just only have like half BS, like, at least like, you know, I have the artistic license and say, oh yeah, it works like this. Because at least my understanding for my whole like actual personal full-time job schedule, unless I take the rest of my vacation days early on, well, earlier than I intended, and then I just, you know, lose out on my whole trip to actually get this like locked in and settle it down, I think it will be harder to do what I wanted to do at the beginning, because there's just going to be so much work to actually plan it out and try to build it up. I'm going to do a CAD modeling instead, so now I use Fusion. You know, I just realized you get older in an hour. You know what? Happy birthday, sailors. Happy birthday. Something something happy birthday to you. Do you actually want us to sing you happy birthday? I'm not sure if you do. It's probably gonna end up creepy. But I hope that the year goes well for you. It's been so long since you've touched Blender that I can't remember any of the commands anymore. I'll be honest, before now, I'm just like, I know Blender is like a software, but also I remember there was some shorts I watched of somebody who talked about Blender, and they were doing some really cool things. I just don't remember it. Like it was like to the tune of like, do you remember? We won't mention Phasmo for an extra 20 minutes. All right, perfect. Wait. Do you actually want me to do it now, or like an hour when it's actually your thing? Because it'll be off key. I don't mind, by the way. Do what? Like, Melon saying, go sing happy birthday. So that's why I'm just like, wait, actually, you know, kind of like a wait, actually kind of thing. Because, like, if you're feeling comfortable, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Like, for me, I personally don't like it when people sing happy birthday to me. I'm just like, nah, I just treat it like a regular day. But I know there's some people who are just like, no, I want to do this. In an hour for accuracy, that is true. You know, we can't just say happy early birthday or something like that. But it is up to sailors. You can do it? Alright. I'll just say happy birthday as it is rather than happy early birthday, because that's a mouthful. But now we're in an hour if you want. Oh, okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to sailors. Happy birthday to you. Now, don't talk about Phasmo for the next 20 minutes. Okay? That was the deal. Anyways. So, back to debut stuff. I'm actually a little bit embarrassed now that it looks like, because I'm pretty sure I was like, kind of off key. Or maybe I cut off or something. I don't know. Yeah, happy birthday to HR! I hope that your birthday, you know, like, in seriousness, I hope your birthday is, like, successful and plentiful, and then you're able to enjoy that with the people who you love and care for. That is all I wish for not just you, but everybody else who decides to end up in this corner of the internet. Because life may be dark, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel or something like that. But basically, you know, I hope it's a great one for you. But yeah, I guess maybe I'm just a little bit too ambitious in terms of what I want to do. Like, I mean, I don't, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the you know, the whole, like, you know, the VTuber model, like, video where you just, like, kind of wiggle back and forth. Like, that's not too expensive to commission. Even then, like, thinking about it, outside of, like, the visual graphics, I think I could do it myself, at least in DaVinci Resolve. I'm just a bit artistically challenged until I actually put time to grind into it. So there's that. Maybe I can make it on my own. But then there's also the whole, like, oh yeah, and, you know, unlock me and kind of stuff to farm engagement bait. I have to also set aside for, you know, a time for the debut itself, because I'll be honest, like I said before, I wanted to do it before 2027, but I think I want to do it before December, just because December is when, well, first of all, end of the year, holidays, and also, second of all, it's, that's where I get my streaming anniversary, and 10 days later from the end of December towards January is my Twitch affiliate anniversary. So, I can't think of a great one, except unless, like, combine them, but, like, you know, right? Like, you can't let things cook for too long, because otherwise they end up being burnt. You know what I mean? So, it's been very interesting to just kind of, like, dare I say it, LARP as a content creator, because you actually have to think about these kind of schedules instead of just, you kind of looking at, nope, hey, no, Mace, you're not allowed to talk about it. Nope, I sang the song. 20 minutes is still in play. There's still 17 minutes left before anybody can talk about it. Nope. Nobody's allowed to talk about it right now. Phantom? Nah, nah. Yeah, Phasmophobia only in the sense of if chat, look, the stipulation was if chat is up for it. Because, you see, I put the notice that, hey, it's totally okay if you guys work remotely today, but y'all decide to come in to the office. All of you. Normally, you know, most of you decide to take the, you know, the hybrid option and just work remotely, but for some reason, all of you decided to, like, tromp into the office today, and I'm just like, huh? What happening? Oh, what happened, Maze, was that I say happy birthday, and the stipulation is if I do that, nobody talks about Phasmophobia for 20 minutes. I found an exploit and abusing it. Yeah, not exploit, it's just, you know, this is the agreement, Faust, this is the agreement. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What? Crazy. Canis might be back soon? Oh, well, I mean, no, you know, doesn't want to be here if he wants to be, you know, he's treated like the office pet, right? Like, we want that, right? Right? Twitch Mobile is butt when it comes to making clips. Oh yeah, it's like 1000% butt. That's unfortunately just a thing about the mobile app. It's a choice to use the mobile app. And I only use it because I want to make sure that my stream is running okay, like at least visually on my side, because it's a bit harder to see with all my windows in front of my OBS. But I don't use it for anything else. That's why I never make clips. Yeah. If you have to make clips, it's better on desktop. And even then, it's like, unless like you kind of like understand the whole vibe of the community. Because like there's a lot of streamers where I'm like, oh yeah, you know, they're super cool, but I'm also like super nervous to like any sort of interaction, let alone the clipping. So I just end up lurking all the time. It's like, you know, maybe occasionally use it like a redeem, but otherwise I'm like, you know, shriveled up in here and I'm just like, please don't perceive me. And then they perceive me and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I just get really embarrassed when it happens because I'm like, oh, they actually noticed me. You know what I mean? Oh. There's the clip. Thank you very much, Mist. Thank you. You deserve a raise and got paid at all? Well, you see, Maze, if you filled in the paperwork correctly and submitted it to HR, then you would get paid. like the rest of the employees, because I assume based on the answer to my question earlier that people don't mind if I continue to call you guys employees. So I will stick with that. And okay, you know, I guess if we're gonna share lore, right? Wait, do I still have it? Oh wait, was it on the? Was it another? Wait. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Google Drive, help me out now. Did I save it, or am I a fool? Oh, wait, let me see. Let me check on mobile first. That's why I have a phone. So you can check on mobile. Because I remember I had like the 1.0 kind of like, and by 1.0 I'm like 0. Version 0.5 in terms of like, oh yeah, this is how I would like imagine like a whole like mascot or like the chat will look like. But I need to see if I actually saved it or if it's gone to the shadow realm. Let me see. No, that's the. Did I lose it? Wait, nope. There's that. Plugins of. Oh my gosh! Did I lose the files because my SSD? Is it because of my SSD? No. Oh no. That's tragic. Wait. Maybe I posted somewhere? And got any people reaching out to get their pay started? Well, in that case, that means sailors and people just didn't fill it out correctly, and maybe that's their fault. So, it is what it is. Anyways, I've opened Chrome up because I need to know if I saved this somewhere. I really need to know. But yeah, like, what I first kind of drew you all was like little like mochi onigiris. That's how I imagine like the employees to be. Wait, do I still have it? Nope, that's just shadow points. Dang it. Wait, is it these ones? Nope. That's no, I don't have it. Damn it. Let me see if I can find an image on on my Twitter. Do I have it? And really, from the destruction, Satan was the good start tomorrow. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Make sure you guys actually fill out the things. You know, that's very important. Did I just seriously lose the file and everything? Oh my gosh, that's so sad. I really want to show you guys. Where is it? They may be in a chat. Give me a moment. I just need to check all. I have so many chats. I need to close some things I don't, people who I don't really talk to frequently anymore. There we go. Let's see. Has image. Has file, maybe, from me. Let's see. Yeah, I'm checking on Discord at this point. I'm like, I hope it's on there. But yeah, like, I imagine you guys to be, like, little mochi things. And I don't know if I'm gonna stick with that, but, like, that was the idea back then. And I don't know, like, you know, the whole concept of, like, mascots are super cute, but I'm also like, do I even know how to do it? No freaking idea. You know what I mean? Because I understand, like, oh yeah, this is super cute, right? But also, just how do you turn your chat into just one like single segment, right? Like, for example, I think there was like there's Amelie, who has like little scufflings, and then there's like Laura with her like, you know, cute little like moths right there. I don't remember her fan names, unfortunately. I'm so sad. It's just like, they look so adorable. I was like, how the heck do you guys manage to come up with that? Like, that's crazy. They're so smart to come up with it, and I'm just like, I just exist. These are just employees. How do I conceptualize you all as employees in a way that makes sense? You know, like, how do I manage that? So that is, I mean, I probably wouldn't do it anytime soon, but like, it's something where I'm like, oh yeah, you know, maybe I'll do it one day kind of situation. Wait, have I found the old relics? Have I found the old relics? Oh, no, I haven't. No! I lost my little mochis! No! Oh, they were on the old SSD. Oh, man, it's so over for me. Wait, let me check. Maybe this channel? Maybe this one? Nope. Maybe? Melon seeds? I'm like neutral to like watermelon or just melon in general. Like, really, if anything, it's like honeydew and cantaloupe that is what gets me, if anything. Like, I love those fruits in general because they're like the right amount of sweet, but they're not like mango sweet. Because, yeah, I actually don't like eating mangoes. They just taste weird to me, and I think I'm like the only person I know who does not really like mangoes, and I've been called weird because of it. But I'm just like, they just taste weird. They just genuinely taste weird, and I don't know how to manage it other than they're like sickly sweet to me. Is that crazy or something? Because that's how I feel about mango. Like, every time I try, it's just nope. It just doesn't taste weird. Oh, May's not like that. Chibi model of an office employee? Oh, so you're saying like a me or something? Oh, but wouldn't that be too on the nose? Like, wouldn't Nintendo get upset? Okay, sorry. I'm actually using Discord stuff now because I need to know. I need to know to be sure. Then the message should be for. Let's see. I think it was before this date. Yeah, before this. Author type pinned. I wish you could check to see. Yeah, author type, but a user sent by. There we go. Pinned false. Alright, apply to filter. Let's see if I can find it. It is a long time. But otherwise, I might have to just redraw everything because I think like Twitch, Twitch assets, that one website we're gonna talk about stuff. I don't think they have it anymore. That's unfortunate. We're office in office saying everyone sort of wears the same thing. That is true. Tomodachi life with weird characters. Okay, to be fair, I do actually have the me model. I just never set it up. Do I actually have this in here? I do have the me custom model. I don't think I want to activate it just in case bad things happen, but I do have it. And I thought about using it one day. I don't know if I'll ever will, but like, it was like a kind of spur of the moment thing because I was like, oh, this is really, really funny. Please tell me you still have the Craig VA message? I do. Thankfully, I've saved it. Like, okay, don't worry. I have saved that. But the old ones, I don't think I do. Unless, is it in my external hard drive? I don't think so, but I just need to double check. Is it in here? No, dang it. It's not in here. Dang it. Nope. Wait, actually, is the open right folder? Nope, it's gone. Nah, it's not my SSD. Dang. My external, my external hard drive, I mean. Never, yeah, I would never let the Craig message be deleted. Sorry, like, you would have, like, if it ever gets deleted, like, I would not be on the planet anymore. That's what I mean, kind of situation. It's, it would be like that. So that's why I'm not concerned about that, because I have, like, multiple copies saved. Including, like, a USB that I would never, ever touch otherwise. What happened to Discord that you can't filter by people's messages anymore? What the heck? You just look at you just see a bunch of like the images and it's like, okay, we'll do everything but the thing you want. Oh my gosh. Because I don't remember when I made it. That's the problem. Wait. Actually, wait. No, I'm putting the pieces together. I am putting the pieces together. I think I have figured out a way. Okay. So it's before the filter. Before that is a... Okay. Before... How about we do this? Here we go. You can do this, and it should make things a little bit easier. Saved on everything. Yeah, I basically saved on everything I could. Like, don't worry, it is saved forever. I'll find a way to extract the clip out of my brain if necessary. Oh, yeah, I would. Don't worry. There's even, you know, I've uploaded it onto the highlight channel. I've made sure to save that thing. That thing will never be let go because of just how precious it is. Just someone going other way for that, and also just voice too, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you get me, easily. Like, oh, you know, you want to pay me off? Easy way right there. Sorry, I am just currently looking through Discord right now. I'm like, can I find it? That is the problem. Can I find it? Am I even looking the right channel? I am not looking the right channel. That's, you know, that probably would be the problem. You know, that's kind of on me. I made the mistake right there. Should check the proper channels and all that. But yeah, like, I guess, you know, it's even reminds me, you know, even more important to just make sure to back up everything, because like, I didn't think I was, you know, going to pull it out, but now I'm just like, oh yeah, I should show you, you know, like a prototype of what you guys, you know, would be like, you know, super derpy and all that. Because otherwise I would have to redraw from scratch, and it took 4 hours for me to like draw it back then, and that was with like the older version of CSP, and I did in fact get clown for it. So I am, yeah, I'm not even, you know, surprised at this rate. Why is the search not working? There we go. Search was, I just didn't hit enter. Whoops. Why is there so many messages in here? Oh my gosh. Anyways, it was like, basically imagine just a little mochi that had like the biggest, like, you know, like, you know, colon capital D face on it, and it was also wearing like a tie and a little suit too. That was what you guys were. That was my idea. A drawing just chatting stream. Okay, let me see if I can find it then, because I need to know if I have any other drafts available. Okay, I do at least have a draft. So I would, let me save this image. It is very old, so it is not even done. Like, this is an image I sent to someone for like big draft. Let's see. Yeah, I think the problem was that I drew it with a mouse, so that's why it took a long time. Versus just, you know, like, what's the word? Versus, you know, like actually using a stylus and whatever. I was like, no. I'm like, I thought I was going to be just fine. And yeah, believe it or not, actually was not fine. Maybe like a little bit reverse fine. So that's like the extent of my ability to do art or whatever, because I'm not, honestly not really an artist. I can draw, I mean I can, but I'm just have not practiced in years, so that's why I'm like, oh, it's no good. So that's why I heavily, you know, respect the actual artist, because first of all, I do have artist friends. So there is that. Anyways, as you can see, this was like the core concept for you guys right here. See? So I think I initially wanted to do this like a sub badge, so that's what they had the one here, but I realized like halfway through I was like, this is gonna be kind of difficult for people to see that. Whoops, closed it. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, you guys would have been like this. Yes, it's gorgeous. Yeah, so I would have put like a, you know, like a tie there and everything. Probably done some of like the arms right there. Probably, you know, give you like some like cute little glasses. Oh, here? Oh, hello. Thank you very much for the 45 stream pack. Thank you. But yeah, it's going to be something like this, and I would have to basically, you know, color and stuff. But you guys would have been like, you know, like little roasted mochis. You've been like, you know, you're toasted. You've been so cute. But I'm not sure if you guys would be, you know, okay with being mochis. But it's like that. In the end, I ended up doing the whole ID badge, which is what people have right now. And I should, if anything, I should probably make the 2-year ID badge. Because luckily I did save that. I did save that. I hope. But I did not save this because this was like only lasted for a short while, and I realized I'm like, nah, we can do better. So I took it off. So you guys would have been cute little mochis, and then it's just like, oh, you know, you're perfect. So like, you're like, you know, you have like a perfect head, like, you know, head pack right there. You've had true mochi made by Japanese. Oh, it's so good when you get your hands on it. It's just nothing can compare. And at least looking at the message, the message history that I had with the friend I was discussing with, the reason why I picked mochi was, it was really just because I had mochi that day. There was no specific reason. It was just like, oh yeah, you know, I just had mochi, so you guys are mochis now. Or we're equally as tasty as mochis? Alright, so by that logic then, you guys want to be mochis again? If I ever make a mascot, or like a TTS, like, you know, pet, you guys want to be mochis? Because if so, I will put this as an actual, like, project to work on. Just to let you know. I will actually do this. If you guys are okay with being, you know, the cute little mochi here. Sure? Alright, well, Maze is the first one to speak, so ergo, Maze is the one who's speaking for everybody now. You want to be a mochi? Alright, perfect. Alright, confirmed. Y'all are mochis now. Cute little... employees? How do I mix mochi and employees together? How do I do that? Because you can't just do, like, it's like employees and mochis. What? I don't know what's going. I don't know how to mix it together. No, rather not get chewed on by the office pets though. Oh well, you see, the thing is that the office pets can't eat mochis. It's not good for them. You have to be a mochi melon, a mochi ploy. Maze, you have such a big brain. You're emoji employees? Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm just, by the way, this is how I'm sourcing my ideas right now. So, emoji employees. This is Maze. And then employee. Oh, employee is also really cute too. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys have such big brains right now. I'm just like, I don't know how to figure it out. But yes, if anybody ever asks, there was no big reason for why mochis. It was just, I had mochi that day. It was, according to the log, the chat log, apparently it was red bean. And I really do like, the more, like, subtle, like, red bean, black bean, like, fillings rather than just anything that's like super sweet. I feel like they always like run overly sweet than underly sweet because of the whole rice flour, and it's just like, yeah, I get that. But also if they make the rice flour wrong, it just ends up becoming like super like chewy, and it's not enjoyable to eat anymore. It just tastes gross at that point. Implochis? Oh my god. Okay, so let me just read these out right now. So we got emochi employees, we got employee cheese, and we got emplocheese. What do you guys think? You know, what do you think is you know, sounds super cute? Emplocheese with double I. Oh my gosh, it's like Maze. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, okay. Biggest brain there, Maze. You know, Maze, if you didn't have VIP, I would have given you VIP right there. So example, employees. Oh my gosh, that's gigantic brain right there. See, this is what I'm like, hey, I LARP as a content creator because I just don't have the creativity. I'm just like, oh yeah. I'm just like, oh, dude. I only like function like halfway for that. I should run in the poll in this Discord. Oh, it's the main thing is that not everybody's in the Discord right now. Oh, there's also mochilings from like Faust as well. So how about this? We're going to do the old school kind of poll. I'm going to put it on the screen through a text thing, and you are all going to decide 1, 2, or 3, or 4, and we will choose what your guys' name is going to be. So let me set this up right here. Let's see, this should be... So we have emoji employees. I will fix them. I'll fix this right away. So let's see, this is 1, 2. Yes, I know the font is ugly. We're gonna have to learn to live with this. Employees. And then we have 4 with mochilings. If I spelled that correctly. Nope, I spelled it incorrectly. Whoops. But yeah, so something like this, because I know there's not everybody is in Discord, which is something I will respect, by the way. Anybody who says otherwise is kind of crazy. But we could do something like this, and I will. Here we go, guys. Everybody, you know what? With background here, pick a number: 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can pick multiple if you like, by the way, and we will decide from there. Okay, we got a 1 so far. We got a 1. We got a 1. So I've made a note. I'm gonna make a note right here. Whoops, there's properties. So we can do 1. There we go. We're gonna write it down like this. Employees are really cute too. I'm like, it's just, you typed mochilings wrong. I did. I just wrote it, I wrote it how Faust wrote it. Is that incorrect? Because this is M-O-C-H-I-L-I-N-G-S. M-O-C-H-I-L-I. Oh, I see what you mean now. Never mind. I'm dumb. I put 3 eyes. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, no, I fixed it. It had 3 eyes. Don't worry, I noticed it. I noticed it right there. It's like, you know, maybe I should do it properly. Don't worry. Yeah, you know, I don't mind putting it in the Discord as well, but I just want to get the score here so I can, you know, take those numbers and then add them together. And then we can be like, all right, you know, we got this, employees. Or whoever, you know, you little mochis. So yes, feel free to pitch in. By the way, you can vote for multiple if you like. So we got 3 right there. You know, I'm biased to pick 2. That is true. It's okay to be biased, but that's why we have, you know, everybody like voting. Like honestly, I don't have a strong opinion either way because, well, first of all, I feel like if I just picked one, then there's no point to the poll, right? But second of all, I just find it all super cute, and I'm like, dang, I'm not creative enough for this, so I need everybody else to kind of like pitch in right here. It's just, oh, it's just such a cute, it's so cute. I think I understand now about the appeal of mascots because, oh my gosh, just imagine, just, oh, so pretty cute. Okay, there's another 3 right there. Okay, so like employees are winning. Well, I mean it'd be like employees, right? Like employees. Yeah, I need to pronounce it correctly then. Employees. But if nobody else mentions anything right now, what I will do is I'll take the score so far and then just put the poll in Discord after the stream. Yeah, you're the employees. I mean, I don't know how else to pronounce it, right? I just want to stay on HR's good side. Uh-oh. 2. Uh-oh. We're actually we have a fight right here. Employee cheese. We have the, there we go. I mean, we could do the employee cheese and then just employee cheese. Or like one, you know, instead of plural. Oh man, speaking of like mochi, there is, okay, I can't say too much because I realize it's a local business and I don't want to accidentally, you know, dox myself. But oh, there was this really like tasty like pop-up store for some mochi last week, and I really should have gone because they got like some really nice flavors. But also, I mean, they have some ones that are kind of out there. Like, Okay, let me double check to see if there's other places to sell it first, so before I actually say it. So they would put, they did, well, I mean, I wouldn't say this out there so much as, no, I can't say it. No, dang it, I can't say it. That's unfortunate. It shows up. So they have some nice flavors, and some of them where I'm like, why would you put that into the mochi? And you can substitute that with anything you think does not belong in mochi, and you will probably be right. You got a gun pointed at you and the chicken nugget told you to appear? Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. Canis? No, don't worry about it. We're talking about the name of the, you could say, the community here. So we're at emoji employees. We have employee. We have employees, like employees, and we have mochilings. What's your opinion? Because that's what we're here for. And also, this is why my community is super creative, because they were able to make up these names where I'm just like, this was, by the way, I was just showing off like an old concept right here. So this was like this was what it was supposed to be, like the original sub badges, and I thought, oh, it's too small to see. So as you can see, little mochi right there. There's no color, and I can fix it so there is color, just redraw this. But this is what I thought, I thought, oh, it'd be cute if like my little community was like, cute little mochis. You're a freelancer? That doesn't mean you're not allowed to vote. Unless you don't want to, then that's okay too. But yeah, this is the situation right now, is what do we call the community? Because if you're a cute little mochi like this, like, obviously we're gonna have to figure it out, right? We will have to figure it out. It would be above your station, If you are sure, then I will not press you. Only that. We have cute little mochi here. And sometimes that's what matters. I am craving for something sweet though, but I tried to go there today and they were not there, and I guess it makes sense because the weather was not good for it, but I'm craving for something sweet. And it would kill you if you tried to manipulate the vote. They already hate you for the underlings. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You did call my employees grunts. You did call them grunts. What about mochilings when you address as a group? That is true, but that is true. Mochilings could work. I usually just stick with more like, consistency for consistency's sake. But if people are amenable to that, then like I don't mind. Actually, let me change the color. Can I change the color here? No. Okay. Do filters? No. Can I change the color here? Cancel. Okay, do this. Properties. There we go. And then text transform. I can. Woo! It didn't change it. What do you mean it didn't change it? Nope. We can do this. Nope. There we go. All right. Cool. They didn't care. They just did not care. Oh my gosh. That's background color. I'm dumb. I'm actually silly. Okay. There we go. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Right here. Dear Mochilings. Oh, dear Mochilings. Oh, that would also be super cute. Oh my gosh. We're never gonna solve this, are we? It's just gonna be like, oh, hey, what about this or what about that? Oh my gosh. You guys have such, large brains. I cannot compete. Mochi employees of Doom sounds good. Oh, no, we don't want to be edgy. No. We can do better than that. Do you have your dog permission to vote? We could also spin it. I mean, we could spin a wheel, but I like to give people, the choice in this matter because it's kind of important, right? But what is your dog vote for, Faust? What? Oh yeah. Employee cheese. Oh my gosh. Are we just gonna, put like more cute stuff, like, like yi and then chi? Just, you still like the suggestions from earlier? Yeah, all the suggestions are so good. That's why I can't pick right now. That's why I'm like, hey, we need a poll for this. This is very important. Like, genuinely. Post it on Discord. Alright, well, I guess I will post it on Discord because it has come to the attention of we need to solve this problem. And I will put it in probably announcements because it is kind of important. So, okay, poll time. That's activities. No activities, please. Poll. What do you want to the community name to be? And we can add another one, and we can make this probably like 2 weeks. It's not like there's any rush right now. So, we can do that. You can have it whittled down to just 3 options. You're gonna have an equal tiebreaker. Alright, then by that logic, then we have to get rid of Mochilings. Because Mochilings is the only one that didn't get a vote so far. And I feel bad because it is very cute, but by dog, it meant Canis was scared of oh no, Faust! But okay, sure, we'll do 3 of them. Okay, there we go. We got, let me just copy and paste here just to make sure I don't mix it up. See, this is how you efficiently utilize your talent. Like this. So really, when it comes down to it, this is a life lesson for all of you. If you ever find yourself bereft of a certain talent or anything, or you need some information, you know how to you source it up from other people. You zone down and hear Faust hitting you with a rock. Oh yeah, Faust has got your number. Means if ads, I'm going to make some ramyeon. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot control that. That is. Wait, you forgot about YouTube? Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's why Red Office is here, right? Red Office is always here. Number Nash just says slander. Oh, you know, I think Faust remembers what you've done, so that's why she's after you. So let's see. We can probably put a 1 here. Can I do a 1? 1 simple Discord? No. Yeah. 2. Can I do a 2 simple? Nice. 3. There we go. Let me type this up because what else I'm gonna do? Based on what was discussed in on stream today. How about we figure out a community name for you all? Smile, you know, love, and all that. You know, all those random emotes. Here are the options. By the way, this is actually how I type. If I'm trying to like think of an idea on the fly, like you're gonna hear me vocalize it while I'm typing it out. That based on the attached image. Feel free to pick what you like. Since I'll be combining the votes from stream into this for a total. Okay, yes, that's just how it is. And thank you very much for, you know, the idea generation, because honestly, maybe I would have stumbled on one of them, but like that would have taken hours, my like creativity or lack thereof. So yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. We will figure it out together. Phasmophobia coming any minute, guys. Oh no, what? No, not at all. That's crazy, right? That's genuinely crazy. Phasmo? Never heard of it. See, all I know is that this is a just chatting stream because I am in the just chatting category. Ergo, we are just chatting and only chatting. Anything else is insanity. Ghost hunt, ghost hunt, ghost hunt. I have no idea what you're talking about. No. We're talking about, you know, mochis and video games and other ideas. Because that's what we're here for, right? Right? Not even Dark Souls 2 either. You know what? Maybe we'll do Dark Souls if nobody is interested. Just, and it wouldn't even be like oh, I guess I can do a little bit of progress, but it would mainly just like catching stuff. So there's that too. And I know I'm just gonna do a quick shout out, yell. Wait, actually no. Before I do that, by the way, now that he's here, and he's probably not paying attention, feel free to give him a follow anyways, because he is actually pretty cool despite everything. So yeah, feel free, because his chat likes him. I just like that what I was gonna say. That wasn't intentional. You're here? No, you're not. No, no, no. I'm only shouting out when you're not here. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Nope. You have to leave, Cadence. You have to leave. I'm shouting you out right now. You were playing live with Pizza? Oh, how was it? How was it actually? Evaporates? Alright, perfect. Now we don't have 3 people again. We can continue with this. But honestly, like, Cadence is pretty cool. Always pretty chill and willing to banter back and forth with his community, who are also really nice and also super talented, just at least lurking in this Discord. But I think, like, as a price for all that talent, they bully him. So maybe that's just how he's paying the tax for it. Just the bullying. Rude as heck? I have no idea what you're talking about, Maze. No, this is just how it is. You see, like, this is, this are the rules of shouting people out, just... Oh, hey, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the office, new hire. Enjoy your follow emotes, and you will receive the orientation papers in your work email in the coming week. As a side note, by hitting the follow button, you have agreed to work with Aether Energy & Co. for the rest of your life. Thank you very much. Welcome to the company, and you will be here forever and ever. We will utilize your talent to the fullest. Thank you very much. Your positive trait is getting jumped. Oh, you mean like jump like a, like hug jump? Whoever's willing to get zapped by you is more chill than you probably should be. I mean, to be fair, he gave me the control. To be fair. But, yeah, like, honestly, please check him out when you get the chance. Even though, like, unfortunately for me, I would love to be in more of his streams, but, like, there's time zone differences. And by time zone, I mean, like, work differences. That is what I mean by time zone differences. And not just Canis, but also, like, Turtle as well. I should shout him out next time he's here, but not here. And, like, anybody else who I'd like to send you guys over with, they're all super cool. Honestly, people are super talented, and I'm just like, what am I doing here? I just play games. Because I want to go on an anime website name you can watch anime on. I'm gonna tell you right now, Tyrone. If you search on the internet, you should find a repository. I will not name names, because that's technically not allowed. I will not allow that here. So, I would just say, please utilize the internet responsibly. Yeah, we are a bit cooked with schedules, because, like, you're free on, like, Friday, and I'm just like, nah, I am stuck in the office. Because, like, one of the... What's gatekeeping? Someone can feel that. But, yeah, like, for me, like, of anything, what I want to do the most is I want to watch more of my cool friends, but they always stream during the day, and I'm like, I cannot watch them on the work Wi-Fi. I cannot. Because I will get in trouble. I do not want to get in trouble because I like money. Gotta go? You know what? Take care, Tyrone. But to answer your question, please utilize the internet responsibly, and I'm sure you can find it. You can try Reddit. Sorry, it's part of the rules that I don't want to actually, promote that kind of actions. Sorry. And among other things. Check Reddit. Yeah, all I'm gonna say is check Reddit. Sorry, I really just, I do not want to, risk the bad things happening to the channel. Anyways, yeah, like, there's Canis, there's Turtle, there's Cecilia, there's DJ, there's also, like, oops, like, I think there's Enzio, there's Kainomichi. Amado as well. Literally, there's so many people I can name, and I'm like, I cannot watch you all because we either have the same schedule or you guys are they're streaming when I cannot watch them. And I'm like the Squidward meme where I'm just looking at them and I'm like, man, everybody's having fun and I cannot. So it's like that. And that's why I'm like, I want to support them more, but I can't. It would be funny if two of them just tie each other and then you have to break the tie anyways. That if we have to do that, you know what? Like, Sailors, I would have to just set up another poll at that point. It's up to Canis. I don't know if Turtle has YouTube. Turtle does have YouTube. I believe, is it linked to his channel? Because if not, I will have to let him know. Be like, hey, you need to do this. Okay, it is actually linked under his player, so you can go and follow him, subscribe to his YouTube channel that way. You think it was the compliance department? Yeah, compliance is making sure you do things responsibly and ethically. Do not screw with the compliance department, or they will send you to Shadow Realm. They're like, you know, they're like the ninjas and the spies, the assassins, who are just kind of like eyeballing to everyone and be like, you're doing things properly, right? You better, you know, follow the rules and regulations, or we are all Omega Code. Doxing is a rule that we shouldn't break, and says I really want to watch anime. Yeah, do not dox people here. Do not even joke about that, because that's like immediate ban. That is like never come back here again kind of stuff, because that is super serious. It's not personal, it's just those are the rules, those are my boundaries I've set. But yeah, okay. I guess if nothing else, then we could just really, honestly, I've enjoyed my time yapping so far. Like, it's been fun to just chat with y'all, and also, you know, thank you again for all the like brainstorm ideas, because you are all amazing. It's just, I know, maybe like low-key days are pretty nice. Maybe I should just make some just chatting streams, because it is just nice to, you know, hang out and talk with people and not have to feel like, oh, we're, you know, super obligated to do things, right? Is this really why just chatting streams actually do so well? Because you just talk with people? Oh, long time no see. Ball? I'm just gonna say Ball because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna mispronounce your name. I hope you're doing well. Because I remember seeing you back when I played Darkest Dungeon, and I'll be honest, I did want to get Darkest Dungeon 2, but I think it's not on sale anymore. But I was considering it, maybe like an auction game, but I was definitely thinking about the game, so probably not DLC ultimately, because it is a lot of grinding. Any nickname works? Well, I will stick with Ball then. And yeah, welcome to the just chatting stream. Ignore the title. The title's not real. We're just kind of like talking about, first of all, it was just, what do we call the community? And then talking about how I have cool friends that I can't watch because unfortunately, like, we all stream at the same time, or like, you know, time the schedules and time zones misalign. So it really is like that. I hope that you've been keeping well and you are continuing to enjoy the games that you play, whether it's Darkest Dungeon or anything else besides that. On the upside, this is actually making me very thirsty because I just realized how much I'm talking. Oh my gosh. Work has been busy, but yeah, life is mostly cool. Glad to hear it. Take out the... Oh my... Sailors! Sailors! Oh my gosh, Sailors is... Boss speed, Phasmophobia, go sleep. I have no idea what you're talking about, Faust. No, that's crazy. Oh, good morning to you, Gara Demon. Hello, I hope your day is going well. And good morning to you, because we are here busy yapping, and it's actually close to 10 p.m. PST my time. You caught a lot of my lobotomy and Darkest Dungeon stuff and then lost track of you. You know what? That's fair, because I've been moving more to like Souls-like games as your community is growing and thriving. You know what? Thank you very much. I decided to actually take the Souls-like game seriously, and I've met a lot of cool people along the way alongside the other games. So I think that's just kind of the appeal of trying things out, and I probably should be brave enough to do it more often. But yeah, no worries if you have life to deal with. You probably have like other cooler people you're gonna watch. All I will say is that I do have the socials there if you would consider it. No pressure, of course, but like. Also, I just realized I spelled Phasmophobia in my Go Live notification. Hey, we're not playing the Phasmophobia, we're playing Phasmophobia. That's yeah, it is diabolical. I'm not gonna call him that. But like, I think overall, I just enjoy like hanging out with people when people are just not like the bad crazy. And I think it took some time for that to actually happen, because I've had people come and go. Some people who are just like a little bit, and also just realizing that, for example, like YouTube vertical was just not it for me, because the people there are genuinely insane, and I don't think I can handle it, as well as this sexual harassment. That was not good. So I'm very happy to hang out with the people here. I feel very honored whenever people stop by, because I know I'm just an office manager. Well, this is the role play here, as all VTubers do. I'm just a person. I play games and try to have fun. I don't really have a talent. I will just Zach. We'll just pick one. But like, that's why I feel very happy when people when or if people actually do stop by. I'm not an office manager. No, actually, my day job is an office. I am the office manager. Oh, thank you, Mace. Thank you for that. Like, I wish I could do like an actual toggle for my live 2D model, but like, imagine me just doing the heart to you guys right now, because yeah, you can tell I'm not like a creator. I'm not a born entertainer. I'm just here to be like, hey, it's been a long day. I want to hang out with people who are cool and then play games and have fun. Or at least in this case, we're just talking a lot. Because it's time for another poll. Oh my gosh, are we? No. I think it's up to Ball to choose what their nickname is gonna be. Just throw a freaking beach party, Bubble Imaging Digital Circus. I think I missed that reference. Uh-oh. But yeah, like, I guess the only cool thing is the fact that I'm not crazy. I don't know. I just don't know how else to explain it. I'm just like, no, I'm just I guess, okay, I wouldn't say crazy is the right word, but like, I don't do girlfriend experience. I don't do ASMR, because I'm sure that takes a lot of skill. I don't do these like really amazing like high-tech setups, even though I really want to. Like, if anything, man, I need to remember his name. Dang it. Let me check the bookmark. So let me check what his name is, because I keep forgetting, because I'm very bad with names, because I'm terrible at them. Terrible. It's Shindigs. That stream, oh my gosh, he has interactive streams, and I marvel at just how he manages to do it, because I'm like, that's so cool. I just wish I was smart enough to do it. That kind of situation. Like, I aspire to have like cute little things like that, because we're just, we're here to, yeah, the reality is, yeah, I'm not online. Well, I can't get the Discord invite to work. Sorry, haven't been typing, just been listening. That is interesting, because I know the Discord invite should work. I did renew it. Let me see. Let me try out my links itself. So the one under the player is working fine. I know that for sure. Let me check the other link in the socials tab. Is that working? That's also working. So the only thing I can think of is either if you're opening in your browser, it could be your browser's blocking it, because it is technically an app pop-up, or you would have to like, probably disable that, or get a direct link rather than having to click the, the directed stuff as part of the whole stream. You got a different browser you're in? Alright, gotcha. Perfect. Yeah, it's probably your browser then. Especially if it's, one of the ones that kind of get aggro about the whole pop-ups. You've seen some real jiggle physics in some people's models. Yeah, like, I'm gonna just let you know at least with the sketch, while the booba is big, at least with the coat on, you won't really see it. It won't be like in your face, and I will make sure when I tell the rigging artist, don't make the booba jiggle too much. Nobody wants to see it. Or at least I'm not interested in seeing that. I wish you were as good at interaction, just good at monetizing your suffering. Yeah, I'm not good at interaction, I just say what's on my mind, and we get there eventually. Watch more stuff in Vivalia. Oh yeah, you know what, Vivalia makes sense. No one? Who said that? Oh, you do? Oh. Well, you know what, Maze? You're very lucky that I haven't gone to the point of getting the rigging artist yet. Don't keep the office safer. Yes, that's correct. Melon is actually correct. Like, ultimately, I do want to keep this, like, safe, like a safer workplace. Which is why, when I was discussing it earlier last week about fear and hunger, I was like, nah, those themes are not for me. I do not find that to be something I want to play as, like, on stream kind of thing. Because it is just, it's not for me. So, there's that. Covered boobas are safe for, yeah, they are safe for work. Like, I guess if I really want to go for a more quote-unquote traditionally sexier or lewd outfit, it'd probably be like, you know, just a regular swimsuit, but even then it wouldn't be like some of the things I've seen. Oh yes, by the way, yes, happy birthday to you, sailors. Officially, you're now a year older. Wishing you all the best for the coming year, and that you're able to enjoy the people you care for. Did sounds make you think I was about to get shot? Nah. Sometimes that's just how, like, I'm thinking like several thoughts at once, so that's why I'm like, you know, like, what do I say first? Office siren outfit? I'm not sure about that. Like, maybe we could do alternative outfits, like, for example, like an actual, like, maybe like an actual, like, pair, like a, you know, like suit pants, and maybe a, like, instead of the whole, you know, with the design where there's like the vest and like the coat and everything, but probably something that's more suited to summer, like basically a little bit similar to my PNG design. We could do something like that, or maybe we could do maybe like more like vacation wear. So we're thinking of like the round glasses. If you play Lemons Company, it'd be similar to like East She Dawn. Like, I remember I saw some really, like, nice glasses on, like, Twitter. Let me see if I can find the image. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, man. I think it's, let me see if, the designer, I believe, is, where is it? Let me see if I can find it. I think the designer is Detest. But basically, is Loulanjewel. Loulanjewel. So I saw those and I'm like, man, those are like aesthetic right there. But yeah, it'd probably be something like maybe like a beach outfit. But if it's a beach outfit, one of the things I absolutely have to have is a wide brim hat. Because back when I played Honkai Star Rail, y'all know I like wide brim hats. I do. I still think they're super fancy, and I still will stick by them. So, if I ever get to that point, it will be something like that. You think a summer dress would be better than a swimsuit? Oh, Faust, you know exactly. Summer dresses can be absolutely, like, super appealing without, you know, just having to show all the skin all the time. You've been doing Souls-like. Did you get around to Sekiro yet? I have not gone around to Sekiro yet because I'm slowly making my way through. So I'm currently in Dark Souls 2, and then I'm hoping to start Lies of P. It's not specifically because of Cadence, but because I've been recommended several times, oh, you should play Lies of P, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do Lies of P. And then probably after Lies of P, we'll see about whether it's, I think if anything, probably be Neo before Sekiro, but I do want to play it one day. Wide brim hats are dope. Yeah, they are. And I guess, you know, if we're gonna go back to the Pokemon topic again, you know how, like, in Gen 6, you had, like, Serena with how she had her glasses on top of the brim of the hat? I want to do that. That, like, there's no point to that. There's no, like, utility point for that. I just like it. So, you know, maybe I can talk about these details a little early, but, like, this is what I would want to do. And before anybody asks, it's not like I'm like, I hate showing skin or, like, I'm totally against it. But, well, totally against it, like, on principle. But, like, first of all, if we're talking about the whole marketing perspective, like, most people do, you know, when they're talking about their swimsuits, they, you know, they go with the regular swimsuit, like, showing as much skin as possible. People who do, like, more classier kind of summer outfit are rare. Second of all, office aesthetic. I will not escape unscathed by, like, upper management if I do that. As well as PA, your brain fart enjoying it, and game starting to get into rage bait territory, hitting below the belt. Ooh! So it's perfect for you, Canis. I'm sure you can do it, though. Super beautiful game, man. Some enemies built to be rage bait. You know, I think that's just Dark Souls in general. Just rage bait. But I'm glad you're, to hear that you're having fun. And, you know, if I get the chance, I would love to watch you. If not, that's why I've subscribed to you on YouTube, so I can watch your VODs later. You guys prefer to classier, a bit more covered up. I am definitely a proponent that I'm definitely like someone who believes that if you can design an outfit by understanding how to draw the user's like the viewer's eyes without having to resort to show skin, like that is high level technique, and that is something I aspire to, at least when I do my sketches. Because when I did my design and I sent it to the artist, like I had to sit down and just draw it out. Like I went through several drafts for that. So before anybody asks, no, I will never use AI for any sort of like, you know, references or stuff. Just literally just draw it. It can be a stick figure. I used a stick figure for one of the references for my art coming up, and the artist understood it. I will never use AI. Anybody says otherwise, they're stupid. Agree leaves more to, yeah, and you know, sometimes, you know, imagination does a lot of work, so that's why, like, that's why I think the right thing to say is I don't really feel anything when there's a bunch of VTubers who just have a lot of skin exposed, because now it's just become the norm. So it's like, what's the appeal of that, right? Right? It's just, oh, here's your VTuber number 576,433 who's barely skirting the line of the platform that they are on, showing a bunch of skin. And it's just, I guess I just feel a little bit lackluster at that point. Office doesn't have a pool, gotta think of the dress code. Yeah, we don't have, if anything, probably the building would have a pool somewhere. And I will, by the way, I do like to do a lot of my designs, like, by doing some research. Like, for example, I'm sure you have all seen my, I guess say my office place. If not, let me pull it up right now. There we go. I think it should be like this. Like, for example, fit to screen. Like, for example, when I set this up, let me put this at the bottom. It's the bottom right here. And then let me put the front BG right here so you guys can see it. Nope, that's over me. Nope, I don't want to cover myself. Like, I did research when I tried to set this up. Like, I looked up different office spaces. I actually went inside different office spaces, tried to look at different, like, aesthetics, and try to figure out, like, okay, how did they lay out their actual furniture, right? And of course, there's a little bit of, like, fantasy and, like, kind of, like, unrealism, which is okay, but a lot of my work is because of I try to stick to a certain amount of realism. Probably about 12 YouTubers whittled down to 3 and 2 others because they're all less revealing. You know what? I appreciate that, Melon Lord. Thank you so much. Full suit of metal armor? Okay, maybe one day, but it's very hard to get, you know, metal armor drawn. I know that. But yeah. Like, I do like this commission a lot because it's a blend of both, like, a little bit of, like, the whole fantasy, but also, like, fantasy and, like, you know, surrealism versus, like, actual grounded in, like, hey, these are the motifs that are used in actual, at least modern design right now. Very dedicated, yeah, dedicated boss. Like, I don't think I'll ever be super popular, but you better believe, like, I like to do this kind of research. It's fun to me to, like, figure out the to, like, understand patterns and how do you use those patterns in a way that can actually
you know, make something appealing. Does a Roomba need to be charged? Oh yeah, occasionally it needs to be charged, but like at least for this right now, it's fine. You can see the little Roombas like moving around. In regards to how hired either charges more or just doesn't bother with armor. Yeah, armor is just a lot. I can only imagine. Like for me, I like back when I used to draw more often, I tried to draw armor and I was like, I give up. I genuinely give up. But yeah, like what you guys don't see is actually no. Let me pull up VGen. I need to pull up VGen because I want to show you guys the floor plan. Let me show you the floor plan because I specifically went to a website and like was like, okay, how do I draw floor plans once I got the idea, and then I drew it out and then gave it to the artist and was like, this one, I want it like this, and they cannot fuck it up. Let me see the floor plan draft. Strong armor is hard. Rigging said armor is harder. Yeah, I can only imagine that. Okay, let me see. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Let me pull up this image right here. There we go. So, like, this is the floor plan I gave, by the way. This is what I gave to the person on VGen. It was like, hey, I want it like this. So this is actually how the room looks like. Just to let you know. This is how the room... This background room actually looks like. It's based on this floor plan. So, again, if anybody says, hey, just use AI, no. Draw it down. Put an effort for this. Bigger market for feet? Oh, I'm sorry. We might not ever see feet on this channel. You can draw 4K HD feet, then you can draw your armor. But, yeah, like, this is... These are the plans for the rooms here, and this is what I find enjoyment in. And in another life, I would work in interior design, because it's fun. I don't work in interior design, so that's why I'm happy to talk about it. But there's a window view we aren't allowed to see. Yeah, unfortunate that they drew it, like, they did the angle like this, but you can see, like, at least the... let me move my VTuber back. You can see the, like, the leaves and the plants kind of, like, rustling, in the background. That's the window you can see. Someone found you by looking up BookTuber? What the heck? Cadence, you never show any feet though! That's insane. What the heck? What floor are we on? Oh, this floor is floor number 88. Because I'm not shy to say that I am Chinese and I do like, you know, 8 is a lucky number, so. Twitch threw you under the bus? Okay, Cadence, hear me out. What if you put FootTuber in your tags and just try it out for a week? Don't say anything to anybody. Just put it on there, see what happens. Just try it out. See if you get new people. Check your analytics. I'm just genuinely curious. You'll see what happens. Oh, you know what? I hope everything works out for you. I hope it works out well. But yeah, like, sorry, I guess I'm, you know, talking about, like, the whole design and, you know, how I ideate these things. So actually the window is kind of based on the whole, it's, you know, like how a lot of luxury buildings lately have a lot of, you know, wider windows instead of walls? So that was the idea I got from there, because I'm like, okay, you know, we're supposed to be like this huge company, so they do have like a bit of like an, you could say, artificial like sun to make it like daytime here with the lighting, but they are still in fact in like space. And then compare metrics. Oh yeah, comparing metrics is very important. You know, gotta put in the stats. Gotta send full send the bit and play girls split line. Oh. Well, that is up to Canis. And get banned for showing feet. That is true. There was that person who used the green screen for Dark Souls, one of the Dark Souls games, and they used their feet for that, which is an idea. Not one I'm ever brave enough to do, but that is definitely an idea. You know, all VTubers show it on debut. That is true. All VTubers do show their bottom half, like, once, and then afterwards, they never show it again. I think Shota was talking about it, but like how basically getting a bottom half is a scam because you only show it during debut, and afterwards nobody ever shows the bottom half of their VTuber, and that's why also like half rigs are popular, according to, or at least that's something you should do, or at least according to him. And I definitely agree with him because has anybody ever actually seen the bottom half of my like model? Unless I, showed randomly. Like, you guys have barely seen it. I'd be very surprised if anybody remembers it here. There's not like IRL feed and long periods. Yeah, that's true. Nope. Alright, well, I guess now is the perfect time to show it off. Because... Yeah, so this is actually how my model looks like. Right here. So this is the bottom half. Pretty sure it doesn't exist? Well, too bad, it exists right here. So you can see that I actually wear like, platform boots here with this model, and then there's the maroon tights, and then there's like, the casual thigh strap like most anime and all that. But considering that most people don't see the bottom here, like you only see like this part, what's the point of rigging the bottom part right there? Witchcraft? Oh, well, sorry. We're here. It's just like that. This? Yeah, maybe like that. Maybe, definitely like this. Okay. A little bit larger. Big? Yeah, I am tall. At least this model is tall. But, yeah, I definitely agree that, you should just get a half body model and have that rigged, because who's gonna see the bottom? Like, if you're just doing like a whole, like debut, right? Like, you can just, like, hide yourself like here, and then and that's it. You can just afterwards you can just show off the character tree, and in his words, you can just buy feet later. In his words, you can just do that. Of course, if you actually ask my opinion now, I would still say, hey, you should stick with like a customizable model or like a Kinji or GiftTuber model before you actually get custom art. But if you really have to get custom art, go with a half stuff. Because I definitely agree with him. Like PM alt legs. I mean, Canis. If I have to be honest with you, like, I feel like a lot of the whole office lady aesthetic is with just how good their legs are, and that's all I'm gonna say on the matter. Wasp from I never watched the Ant-Man movie. I'm sorry. Nice model, by the way. Yeah, thank you very much for that. The customizable model, it's the Prism customizable model from Akizone and Mizi Live 2D. Those two made such a good job on it, and they keep updating it constantly. And it's just, there's a lot of tools to work with. Honestly, I still get very flattered whenever somebody comes in and compliments the model, or just like says, "Hey, you look like this character." If anything, I've had people come in and say my character looks like Cynthia from Pokemon, which is, well, like, I don't see what they see, but I take it as a compliment because, like, Cynthia, like, she's so cool. Like, she kicks butt. I'm like, I want to be her. She's like capable, she's amazing, and I'm just like, chef's kiss. Like, wanna be? Oh, I mean, I guess if we really want to look at the the character design, like, I guess at this point I'm just gonna pull up a bunch of different images, right? If we really want to look at the character design, design right here, like the ref sheet. Like, okay, let me just get onto the screen. I mean, to be fair, there is a certain emphasis on things, right? Like, if we just look at this way, just look at this way. I don't want the other part is because that's part of the, yeah, I know, protruding. I know, that's their art style, okay? I didn't think it was gonna be like that, okay? But that also goes to why I say earlier, like, hey, people with the big mooba, and like, yeah, that's totally expected at this point. Because it's like that. Don't you smile. Don't you smile. But, by the way, yes, the artist did such an amazing job. I am so happy to have worked with them, like, every single time. I am like, this is great. You love that word? Yeah, you know what? I'm never gonna recover from this. Actually, no, I'm gonna make it easier for myself. Haha. And we can do a transform fit to screen right here. Okay, I guess if we're gonna talk about it, I want to say my favorite part, actually, of this design. Oh, here we go. Is actually, you see the little, you know, like the squares here. So there's this game called Devil Survivor on the DS, and I really like Naoya, the character. And I remember the designer, they put like a bunch of like computer code on his Howlery, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So I was like, oh, let's do this here right, just as well. You think it's pretty good? I appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, because I had to sit down and like, you know, come up with the design a lot and like think, how do I make like an, you know, like an actual office manager, but not be like stock boring, but also fit in the lore. And that was something I had to do. I had to plan for a long time, and then I chose the ankle boots because I love ankle boots, and you can never take that away from me. But like Hawaii Destiny, yeah, that's the, you know, kind of the cool vibe right there. And it was a long time of cooking to get this set up because, you know, I like cooking, I like designing, even if I don't have the formal education for it. And then the glasses are because like I said before, I want a cute little like sci-fi kind of stuff. So even though it looks very different compared to like the clean and clear like outfit we have here, I'm like, nope, these glasses are very important. They need to be kept. So I know it's like at least a little bit different from what I look like right now, and if there was a possibility to put glasses on the head in a way that wasn't going to break the rest of the whole outfit, I would love to do that. But I don't believe the Prism model has it. Let me check the closet. I won't actually click anything because it might break the stream, or at least my model right now. But I'm kind of curious at this point. Phosphor, the girl he tells you not to worry about. I mean, yeah, the only glasses option seems to be like in front of the eyes, which is, it's like, it's okay, but I already have the glasses right here, right? And like, I don't need another pair. So at least when I was designing this, like, okay, you know, let's I think like, you know, let's see what we can do here. And I don't think anybody's ever noticed, but compared to like my PNG, I've actually had her hair grow out a little bit more. And it was not something that was intentional, but like, oh, this is something that another artist drew, and another artist drew, and another artist drew, like slowly grew her hair out, and I was like, okay, you know what? I guess we're gonna stick with this. Now she has like, her hair is very long now compared to something that's just below the shoulder, and now it's like this length. And then also, the original design for this character, like, the color of her irises were pink. Now they're purple, because somehow, some way, someone translated pink into purple. And I was like, alright, you know what? That looks great. Let's roll with it. So, like I said, I sometimes artists have too much power. 3 pairs, they're lonely? Oh, what do you mean pairs? What do you mean about this, Canis? Share with the office? What do you mean? You just need to do 3 sets of glasses on top of each other like the girl from Manhattan Time? Oh, I mean, I could, but I don't know how I would manage to do that with custom art. Canis has a single video on his channel and the thumbnail does show feet, so that's maybe why. Sorry, I just caught up with YouTube. But, Canis, you know, maybe you should take up Faust's advice. It might be because of that. It could be because of your PNG model. Like, you remember your PNG? I remember your PNG. It was kind of doing, like, you know, drawing like one of your French girls kind of situation. And there is feet there. Office does. So it could be like, no, that's YouTube, not for Twitch. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it could be because of that. That's how they found you. I am also 80% legs, 20% hair. Oh, no, that would be a cursed model right there. Just legs, and it's just not even head, it's just hair. You would be surprised. I mean, to be fair, Canis, to be fair, this is in fact the internet. So, are we truly surprised? Like, hontoni? Are we really surprised about what happens here? I take it he missed being spooked by ghosts. Oh, no, Slash Iguana, you see, the thing is the stipulation is that we're playing Phasmophobia, we need 3 people. There's never been 3 people at a single time. So, ergo, I am safe. It's not a loophole. It's just part of the. It's part of the rules. Because last time we had a party of 4, so ergo, this time we need a party of 4. It's not stalling. No. It's not stalling. By the way, I don't know the chat's being hidden because of the thing, so let me just hide it. I know it's not stalling if it's just, you know, just you guys need to, come together. Built-in loophole? That's crazy. No. Nah, there's no built-in loopholes here. You either have the loophole or you don't. So, what a dang shame. At least, you know what? I will give you this though, because if we don't end up playing it, what I can do is I can put it back in the pool, and then probably after like the June poll, I can probably add it up for July. How about that, everybody? We can do that. I do not promise if we will win or not, but I can put it back there in July. Because June is going to be the things like Chain Together, it's going to be Minecraft, it's going to be... I have to check the other games. Shoot. I just remember the list is on the SSD that died. Oh my god, no! I was like, oh man, I should probably pull up the list. Or I should probably pull up this document. It's all on the dead SSD. I ruined like my whole mental life right there. No. And Canis was here. Don't you have 4 people now? Canis was here, but we lost. We lost Diamond King. Clever if typical corporate move. Compliment me more, /Equana. Is it always Tuesdays? Do you mean like when these streams happen? Because if you're talking about like the team building streams or like playing with chat, yeah, usually they're on this stream, this day. Oh my god, my alerts died! But holy crap, there's a raid? Hello? Oh my gosh. Hello, welcome raiders. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining in. Hello. I hope your stream went well. Let me give you a shout out. Hello, it's Ray. How have you been? It's been a long time. I've only really been able to like lurk in your streams. But how has oh, you've been doing art? How was art? Didn't do well in the stream late, so it's all good. Yeah, honestly, I've been just yapping with chat. I know what the stream title says, but the stipulation is that we have 3 people ready to play, and we have not had 3 people ready to play, so I continue to yap and circumvent. I don't know why the alert sound didn't play. That's crazy. But yeah, glad to hear it. Honestly, other than, talking with chat and sharing some future plans, it's been a pretty chill evening, so I hope that you and the rest of your community are able to relax here while we are basically, yapping each other, the office talk and sharing the tea and all that. Because I guess it's one of those streams. It really is like that. Okay, I think the only reason why the alerts aren't playing is because they're in a folder. I've moved them out now. It was a chill stream, and yes, T. Oh yeah, the T was basically, hey, here's what's happening with the stream. Here's what's going to happen, and then hopefully nothing blows up kind of situation. Because I do want to get like an actual custom art model, and I decided, okay, I'll give everybody an update about that because I remember back when I first showed off my design, it was basically January 1st, December 31st. So it's been half a year, and I don't want people to think I flipped out. So it's between that, also talking about the other assets I've gone, and just also a lot of like, the research and love, and then also some fun things with chat, and suddenly it has been 2.5 hours. Do you want me to write up the guide for a Clonezilla if you need stuff for that drive? You know what, /Iguana? Only if you have time to do that, because I do not want to force you. That's what I'm gonna let you know. Just, if you want to do it, that's great, but I will never ever force people to do that. Good yap times? Yeah, good yap times it's great when you can actually manage it correctly. I'm not usually a social person, so that's why I'm like, oh, if I can manage it, it's just I never want to let go. And I guess I should also mention, of course, if you or anybody else from your community has to raid or run or, gotta do what you need to do after stream care, no problem. Thank you very much for the raid, and I hope you have a good rest of the night. Don't know why the alert sound didn't play, but please rest assured that there was an alarm, and my little cheapy self was very happy to see you all. After tomorrow, you start having 11-day staycation. Believe me, you got time. All right. Well, I will not say no, slash iguana, and I appreciate if you do. How's the mochi poll doing? That is a good question. It means raid again. Oh, yeah, in the future. Well, if I, only if you can, because I don't want to create that, expectation when I bet it's kind of cool people. Probably lurking a bit, but finish up some things. All right. Well, enjoy the lurk. And for people who don't know, I was talking with chat earlier, and we were basically discussing who would be how would my employees or my community look like. So this is the draft I managed to save, and you can see it's a cute little mochi. So I figured, okay, we can name our employees by something based on mochis. And by the way, this took a lot of time to draw in CSP, so losing the CSP file was a bit of a disaster right there. And yeah, so what chat came up with, because everybody is, they have large brains, was either emoji employees, employee, let's see, employuchis, and mochiling. And I have a poll in my Discord right now, just be like, hey, what do you guys want to be called? Because we're gonna work from here. Mochi is all well and good. Yeah, mochi is great. They're super cute and they're super squishy, and sometimes that's like you guys, right? I guess that's the closest thing I would be, if I ever do the whole mascot or TTS thing, it would definitely be a little mochi. But I have to figure out how to do that, because that is a project that has some sort of priority, but compared to everything else, might take a while. But when's the scaring the boss is going to come? Oh, well, you see, Melon, like I said before, we need 3 other people. So we have Canis, and we have, I believe, you or Sailors, and we don't have a 3rd person. So I will continue to yap until we get that 3rd person. For context, for people who came from Xari's raid, I'm not good with horror. I'm not good with scary games. So, this is definitely not a corporate move to, cleverly buy myself some time. Definitely not a corporate move. I have no laptop at the moment. Yeah, so it's it would be Sailors, it would be Canis, and we need a 3rd person. We do not have a 3rd person. Ergo, continuing to yap. And I will make the cutoff 30 minutes from now, just because it is late, and last I checked, each Phasmo run was was it 30 to an hour? Was it an hour for each run? I remember the VOD being a couple hours, and there was only a couple of runs. Daily dose of Yappuccino? Yeah, Yappuccino is what I strive to provide to the office here, just, oh man, imagine doing work? Nope, I'm too busy talking. We gotta gossip with the neighbor, share the tea and all that. And honestly, I didn't even realize 2.5 hours passed until I really looked at the time, because it's just, oh my gosh. Oh, hello there, Dr. Shocker. Hello, I hope your day is going well. If it's next Tuesday, you can do that. I don't own Phasma and I haven't played it, but I can try. Oh, well, you see, Slash Iguana, today would have been the team building exercise, but I'm not sure if it'll happen. It's just that Monday for me, Tuesday for you, it would be the Limbus Company Intervallo update. That's the one I want to play, because I've been waiting for that for a while. For content of Limbus Company of all things, and I ended up not doing RR6 or the Reflect trial just because of how schedules align. But here we are. So it would have to be pushed back for probably July then, because I don't want to have repeats. It's been fantastic so far, What about me? Oh, it's been great to hang out with chat and just talk with everybody. So, I've had a pleasant day, though if you're talking also for my day job, it's been kind of slow, so that's why I'm here and enjoying everything. So, overall, we are having a great time here. Let's see, hands everyone to Phasmo with the boss need one more employee, there's a reward up for grabs. Melon is lying, by the way. I've never really played Phasmophobia at all. The one time I did, I was literally handheld. It was like, you know, you go to a new job and you have the actual like senior who takes their job seriously. It's like trying to teach the new hires. He was just walking us through there. It was like that. So I wouldn't really say I have any experience in Phasmophobia other than got handheld. Unfortunately, the first half of the week here I work, so I hope to get someone else. Well, we will see. Like I said, Slash Iguana, we will see. I did put the notice out and told everybody, hey, it's totally okay if you want to be remote today, but like, well, this is where my employees decided to spite me. Right here. Phasmophobia is crossplay on all platforms. Yeah, that is true. Phasmophobia is in fact crossplay. So, Slash Iguana, you can totally say that you don't have the opportunity to get it right now. So, and nobody will be upset. I will be very happy, in fact, because that means we don't have a third person. But, I guess just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're out of country at the moment. Oh, stay safe, Melon. I mean, I'm pretty sure you are taking care of yourself, but like, you know, just stay safe. Because always being out of the country is kind of scary. Be sure to join Phasmo. Price admission is going to sleep with the fishes. Do you really want to join this game when you know you're going to be sent to the, you know, the fish shadow realm? I'm to get it, but I don't know what to do. It's okay, Mist. You don't need to get it. It's not on sale. Ergo, you can do something else with that $35 Canadian or something. How much is it? How much is it on Steam? I don't remember. It has been a while. Phasmophobia. It is $26 Canadian. It's not on sale, so you definitely should not get it. Oh, but it's 2026 on PSN. That is true, but you know you can get other games on the PSN, right? 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 Ah! On Thursday, Friday in July, and I got you, boss. Well, you see, Slash Iguana, unfortunately, I like to do these team building games on Monday, Tuesday, so it might not happen, but of course, no guarantees, but it might not happen. Anyways, hello, Miro. I hope your day is going well. Thank you very much for clocking in. We are here, yapping. There's no TITS sound, by the way. Oh, lovely. There's no TIT sound either. Everything is breaking at this point. Where is my... There we go. How about this? Where is my TITS? No, hey guys, by the way, did you remember that we still need to do our IT right here? There we go. We got this. We got... My TITS is not showing up. Active sources. No, it's not. Question mark? I heard it on my end. Oh my gosh, don't tell me TITS is broken again. Who has it on their wish list? No. Nobody has it on their wish list. Nobody has it on their wish list. Alright, TITS is broken again. Lovely. Ah! Did you hear that time or no good? Because I know alerts weren't sounding either, so let me... Yeah, for sure there's no sound. So even when I do, like, this... Okay, let me see what I can do. So we're gonna just do... I'll have to replace this source then. Spout capture, TITS, throw. There we go. Use default. Use... There we go, TITS, spout sender, and then properties, there we go, we do this. Okay, no, I understand what I need to do. Okay, we have to do this, and then we have the application audio capture. Yes, audio, that's effects. So I have to manually do it then. No, I will fix it. I will fix it. Don't worry. Same. Yeah, we do same type. Okay, and then. Oh, double? Oh, yeah. No, that's okay. How about? Let me quickly do this. 1 second. 1 second. I'm almost done. Okay, we can do monitor off. We do this. Okay. How about this? Nope. Click wrong one. How's that? Did you hear that? I turn on echo? What? What's echoing? No. You guys actually said there was echoes? Okay, let me figure. What is echoing? No before, but it's gone now? Okay. It's perfect now? Alright, okay. Good to know. Yeah, I was like, what the heck is going on? I was like, what? When I first turned it on, now I'm good? Okay, only for a second? Okay, good. Okay. I was like, huh? Okay, thank you for letting me know. I was just like, I was a little bit concerned. Now you guys can all throw things at me and it will have pristine sound. How is the sound, by the way? Does it need to be lowered? Because I am happy to do that. But otherwise, I'm just going to move my sources into a folder and then I will address this later. Probably. There we go. And then let me change the color into... Yeah, how about this one? There we go. Anyways, thank you very much to the IT, because I would not have known otherwise, at least for a little while yet, because, you know, it's me. Do we ever, do we expect something like that from me? But, yeah. By the way, the TITS sound was a few streams ago issue, but I didn't mention because I was stressed out. Yeah, you know what? I think between this and also, like, my alerts, I'm gonna have to figure out what the problem is that they didn't play the alert sound. Because there was a raid earlier by X-Tyre and they didn't play it, which was kind of crazy. Because I know I set it up. I even have like monitor and output right now for it. So it should have played by all instances. So really, what I'm talking this down to is that maybe an OBS update bricked it. Because I know that my OBS likes to update a lot because it's older-ish. It could be like that. So really, I would have to back up my things even more often than bi-weekly. Ah, no! 20 streams. You know what? Thank you very much for the 20 stream streak. Thank you, Miru. I appreciate it. Because, man, you guys are here? Instead of because, something cool. I appreciate it. I've just been yapping. Holy crap, I've been talking, just whatever's been on my mind. Am I so panicked? Oh. I'm panicked because, like, tech issues always scare me. And, let's see, am I also streaming on Twitch right now? Yes, I am. To answer your question. Sorry I couldn't get to you earlier, Dr. Shocker, but yes, I am also on Twitch at the moment, same handle. And, why am I not working in the office? No, this is part of the work of the office. So, don't worry, I'm doing exactly what has been asked of me. Has it just been a chat stream today then? Yes, it has only been a chat stream because until we get the third person in the next 20 minutes, we will not get a run. So, for everybody's safety, so you do not suffer the wrath of the office manager, if you are a third person, do not raise thy hand. Boss panicking more often than... Yeah, honestly, like, tech issues bother me more than any sort of, like, okay, video game, because I want this to be an enjoyable time. Of course, I know that my volume likes to peak, and I've basically been wrangling with these settings for a lot of time. So that's why, for example, like the compressor, I hope it's working this time, rather than last time where it was just totally scuffed with the Elgato wavelength. Because I want this to be an enjoyable place. For me, I think I've achieved my goal, whether people just visit or they just put me on a second monitor. I think if they do that, then I'm like, alright, I am set right there. you're giving head pat. Oh, thank you very much for the head pats and the sound notice. Yeah, like I know I can be super high energy, especially when with the office pet. I'll let you determine who's who, but yeah, and even with like Dark Souls 2, but like honestly, like my usual set of existence is just I just relax. Can you play Phasmo? We got no mic though. Talking would help though. That is the thing. Just because of how it is. You're off the bed? Okay, take care. Have a good night, Melon. Just checking just in case. Alright, low cortisol hours? Yeah, today is a low cortisol hour kind of thing. And then again, going into the office is kind of lower cortisol. I think in the future though, like when I do these things, I should probably like put, hey, this is what you need to join the game. If you don't have this, it'll probably be a lot easier than just telling people, hey, you know, Phasmo soon. Because that's what I've learned from today, is that I need to set that kind of requirement because things happen. And then probably post on like Instagram or like the other socials besides just Discord, because not everybody's in Discord. I know. I guess if nothing else, like this stream is like perfect for preparing for the week ahead, because I'm sure my cortisol levels are going to spike, whether it's the Soul Link stream, the Code Vein stream. Honestly, it'd probably be the Code Vein stream, because Blade Bear and Cannier kick our butts. Like literally, okay, I get it. I'm using the Heimdall like blood code, but like holy crap, they hurt. But it's also really fun to just, you know, constantly dodge at like with a quick dodge. It's like super fun to just fight against a Blade Bear just like that with a super high speed versus Cannier, who just, you know, much more slower, like a total gunfight. Gosh, it's just. I know there's people who don't really like Code Vein because, oh, it's anime Dark Souls or it's easier, but no. Blade Bear and Cannier are just like, hey, this is your reminder that this is actually a Souls-like game and it will kick your butt. So, like, I am definitely excited to see how Turtle and I will tackle that. Finally gets into my masochist design. And not that I'm a masochist, it's just that it's an actually difficult fight. Like, genuinely, it's a difficult fight right there. It's not masochistic. No. While a tenet of this like channel is suffering builds character, it's like we do have a point where we're like, you know, maybe there's a little bit too much suffering. You know what I mean? Just a little bit too much. So, like, exclamation DC. If you're like, you know, heading out, you know what? Take care, Dr. Shocker. I hope you have a good rest of the night. Then you should have the Shocker. Oh, Ben, Canis. You know, unfortunately for you, you don't know where I live. So, I don't know how to get that. I'm sorry. That's not happening. So, man, that's a shame, you know what I mean? That's an absolute shame. Oh, you meant Discord? Oh, I don't have a Discord command, but it's under the player. Like, I have the link right there. You know you live in my house. Yes? Okay. Sure, Maze. What else have you discovered? Checkmate? Okay, where? Found a description? Yeah, I usually like to put things in the description, because at least for me, I used to have a lot of like automated messages, and I found that they were just clutter. I don't really like them anymore, so I just put them in there. I'm like, hey, you know, if you want to check it, go over there. If you don't, no pressure. Canada? Did you specifically say Canadia? Okay, Canadia, huh? The fantastical land of Canadia. Alright, checkmate again. Okay, you gotta get the third checkmate though. Where in Canadia? Where? After all, how do you ship a product to somebody when you do not know where they are? In the fabled land of Canadia. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the office, new hire. I heard that. Oh, it worked. But
Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the office. Enjoy the follow emotes, and you'll receive the orientation papers in your office email in the coming week. But please understand that by choosing to follow this channel, you've signed your employment rights to Aether Energy & Co. for the rest of your days. But please be rest assured that we will utilize your talents for the fullest. Thank you so much. Hello, hello. I hope your day is going well. But yes, by choosing to follow this channel, you may feel the joy of being employed. You will feel the joy of being hired in 2026. Though this does not equate to actual employment, but trust me on this. Probably a place with offices. Oh, checkmate, huh? But you know, believe it or not, Mies, I don't think the place with offices is correct. Oh my gosh, I wish. Oh, that is a recording emoji right there. But yes, hello to you as well, and of course, hello to everybody else who are just like lurking or otherwise. I will not call any lurkers, but I hope you enjoy your time here, because I mean, what else are we doing, right? Nice to meet you. This is your first time here. Greetings from Japan. Oh, konnichiwa to you as well. Thank you very much for follow. Welcome to the office, new hire. Enjoy the follow emotes, and you'll receive the orientation papers in your working mail to come. Another. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of sound effects. Oh my gosh, welcome. Hello, raiders. You know what? Thank you very much for stopping by, Ichika. I appreciate it. Welcome to Enzio Argento and people from his community, people from the bar. Konnichiwa to you as well. I hope your day has been well. Let me give you a shout out, because why else am I here, right? How was your... I hit the wrong command. I'm so washed. How was your stream? Because we are busy yapping. I know what the title says, but actually I've just been talking. You've been playing you're still playing Pragmata. Oh man, I've had a couple friends who are playing Pragmata. How was it? We're VTuber friends? Yes, we are. Nice to meet you. I hope that our VTuber journeys go well. I automatically recommend this stream and end up here through a friend's live stream. Gotcha. Yeah, we've just been here like talking a lot, just discussing things about our day, talking about like, you know, plans as like, you know, VTubing and all that, and what is in store with this medium. Anyways, for people who are from Enzio's raid, my name is CrystalAether. I am an office manager VTuber, so I like to play gachas, RPGs, and Souls-like games. And I know what it seems like. Normally I'm not good with horror, but here we are. And I've just been yapping. So, you see, you know, just pulling a little bit of corporate like, not espionage, but like technology techniques by telling people, hey, if we can't get 3 people together for Phasmophobia, we're not playing the game. And until then, it has not happened. So here we are. And of course, people from the bar, if you gotta go, gotta raid and run, gotta relax and do some post-stream care, no problems. But otherwise, I will keep on yapping until the topics have run out. Pragmata is great, you're really enjoying it. Glad to hear it. Look at her streaming. Yeah, no, I'm not streaming when I'm work. No, this is work. Someone reporter? No. HR is on my side. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I've already gotten all the reports done, submitted the files, everything. Like, literally, this is just part of the job as well, to just, you know, communicate with, you know, potential leads who might be interested in the Aether Energy & Co. products we have here. That is part of my job. And also, you know, assess potential employees who might be interested in joining the office. So, I do a lot of things as an office manager. I make sure that all the like supplies are stocked up, especially, you know, the instant coffee and the tea and the little snacks too. I make sure everything's running. I get like cool new things. We even got like the air fryer over there, which by the way, I have repaired it because someone broke the air fryer again. And then we got cute little bean bags in the conference room, and we're gonna expand and bring in like different little sections in the office as well. Might be opening a whole new department later in the year. Really smashing report, but no, Mace, no, we're okay about that. We're okay. We are okay. Speaking of gacha, you have terrible news. I'll be trying a new one. Okay, Slash Iguana, you know what? Good luck, because, dang, that's a lot. That is a lot.
Oh yeah, and I guess, you know, going back to earlier, like, with Ichika, honestly, like, I do want to learn Japanese. I do have, like, textbooks to actually learn it. I just wish I had more time to actually, like, allocate things. I've been pretty bad about it because of, like, the whole, like, let's prepare for the debut, and like, let's make sure we can survive work and stuff. But I do want to learn it one day. Probably never to the point of fluency, but I do, like, my goal is to actually have a conversation, because back, like, when I was studying, like, in high school, there was Japanese courses, and I love those. And it was a shame because there's nobody to really practice with, but it would be so... It would be great for me to understand my gachas when they speak in Japanese. Yeah, by the way, yeah, if you spam the redeems, it will break. So, that is a problem. Just to let you know. None of us have played Wuthering Waves or care about it, but during some collab with Cyberpunk... Oh, you know what? That's fair enough. Collabs are how you get people. But, I hope you enjoy Wuwa. It's easier to beat DS1 with Drake's Sword than learn Japanese. Oh, I only, like, for... I mean, at least from what I remember from Japanese, it's like basically trying to learn the language backwards. So, like, in English, it's like, hey, we have, you know, we have, in one format, it's like noun and verb, and the other one is verb and noun. Because it's like, I'm going to the, like, you could say, I'm going to the soup store. But, like, in Japanese, like, soup store, I'm going there. So, that is my understanding of it, and I basically have to relearn it at this point, but luckily I do have friends who can help me out. Like, the way you said your gotcha sound like a mom trying to connect her kids. No! 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 Do not imply what I think you're implying. Oh my gosh. But, well, I mean, for me, it's really just Olympus Company, the Honkai Star Rail, and then, Arknight's Enfield. Anything else is just like, you know, I'm pretending those other gachas don't exist. But, I like to get there eventually, because like, if nothing else, it's something I do want to do, and I know that, yes, learning Mandarin is more useful, instead of just do the very few phrases I know, but, like, what if I just wanted to learn the language of the anime? You know? No longer we talk about, like, you know, I tomodachi and, like, I daijobu, hontoni and stuff. But, like, actual conversations. Have I played Elden Ring? I have not, but it is on the list eventually, Dr. Shocker. I do want to play Elden Ring. But first I need to beat DS3, which requires beating DS2, and I'm currently in DS2 right now. Can I put 1 minute cooldown on TITS? No problem. Yeah, I realize you're all very fond of throwing these things at me. And for people who are part of, who came from the raids, yes, this is very normal. This is very normal of my chat. They really like to throw stuff at me. They might like the TITS a little bit too much. Love that game, you love it as well, believe you? Alright, you know what? I don't doubt it. Okay, yeah, I will also put a thing on there. Don't worry, I will also do it too. Yeah, like, if anything, I was recommended to start with Elden Ring, but I was like, nah, what if I just wanted to get the, you know, the raw Dark Souls experience? Yeah, you guys do like it. Your brain crashes with that when you had a friend explain it. You mean at least it isn't pitched like Mandarin. Oh, hey, you know, the thing is with Canis is like, at least when I actually don't like when I'm meeting up with my relatives, because I can't tell if they're, like, excited or if they're arguing. Because it can be either or. Like, at one moment, you're just, like, hearing a bunch of, like, Chinese, like, the next part is, like, oh my gosh, it's an actual fight. And I'm hearing, like, the actual, like, curse words. The things you just say to... The only things you say to people who cut you off when you're driving. Which, you know, that's a serious business right there. You're like, you can't just, you know, say, you know, just be like, Hokaila. No, that... You can't say that. Expect nothing is going to happen right there. Dangerous stuff right there. And... Yes, you know, Cantonese, but, like, I am Cantonese, but, you know, here and there. You love, like, a very violent work environment? Oh, no, they just, this is how they're entertained. By the way, don't repeat what I just said. You know, do as I say, but not as I do. Everything I've heard about Chinese aunties scare you? Oh, yeah, Chinese aunties will you have to establish your line like early on, or they will, in fact, they will drown you in either like affection, or they will make you feel like the worst person ever. Second Cantonese VTuber friend. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, okay, well, you know, is it also like how your office lady friend? Like, I'm also office lady? My mouth is fast. Yeah, my mouth is faster than my brain because I'm like, you know, there's a lot happening, you know? I'm very much like that. It's cool? Okay, because I had no idea. Okay, you know what? That's fair. I mean, I've never shied away from that fact, but it's just not something I usually like to advertise. It's just like, oh yeah, you know, it's there. It's just like... But, yeah. I am, in fact, Chinese. Cantonese, specifically. Congratulations, everybody. You figured it out. You both went... Yeah, pretty much. It's like, it's just a fact right there. It's like, it's not anything super special. Here we are, right? Hey guys, by the way, I have successfully stalled for 3 hours. It is 11 p.m., so there's no Phasmophobia tonight. We're just gonna continue yapping. Congratulations, everybody. I'm proud of you all. Thank you so much. Found out when you went fangirl over... I mean, Astra... Okay, Astra and ZZ, like, first of all, like, Molly Zhang, just... her pronunciation is on point. And second of all, like, Astra and ZZZ is just... I have no regrets pulling for her. I'm just... Like, for example, like, just... Oh, I love the songs, just listening at least in the workplace. And another, like, track I do like to listen to, if anything, is, if you guys know the game Sleeping Dogs, I like to listen to some of their, like, Cantonese songs as well. Like, for example, like, Fly, with that one scene. If you don't know what it is, oh, you should check out Sleeping Dogs. This is a pretty good game. And I know usually it's out of my purview because it's, like, it's basically, like, GTA but in Hong Kong, but actually a pretty good story. But their songs are pretty good. Others are like, you know, I can see what they're doing here, but like, you know, chef's kiss right there. You hate here? Well, you see, the thing is that, guys, I just told you all, hey, my employees, you just had to, you know, cobble yourselves together. Both Astra fans is kind of funny. Heard that game in passing. It is really good in the sense of they have a coherent... I'm not saying it's the best game ever, but their story is very solid for what it is. So, you know, kind of rare for, I guess, GTA stuff. And overall, like, how they actually styled, like, Hong Kong back then is actually pretty accurate, from my understanding. Just you heard the BGM a bit loud? Is it? Oh. Then, if it's really loud, then it's been 3 hours where it's been pretty loud. Whoops! Because I figured I was, you know, the audio was okay, because everybody seemed to say that the audio was okay. But sure, we'll do it like this. Because if it really was a situation where I was, you know, too quiet, I think I got had by my chat. It's like, since hour 1. I don't think I would ever play the game on stream just because it's a little bit, I wouldn't say it's gory, but like, it's kind of like out of the usual things. So at least I wouldn't play it anytime soon, but it would be a game that I wouldn't be against playing in the future, just because, like, oh yeah, you know, you can talk about things, or like, you know, here's this stuff right here. Oh, now I'm thinking about it, and you know, thinking about having some prosciutto. There's no places to open this late, are there? Okay, if there is one thing I kind of hate about being in Canada, is that none of the like the bubble tea stores are open past 6 p.m. And I think that's a crime, because, like, how are you supposed to enjoy the drink or, like, anything when you're working all day? And it's like, well, no wonder all these places keep going out of business, because they can't get their customers. Oh, hello, Joseph. Things are going well. I've just been yapping for the past 3 hours. Alright, boss, since we're yapping as a corporate professional, where do you stand on AI tools? Are you going to cram them into the workplace as much as you can? Do you want my actual, like, me answer, or do you want, like, my VTuber answer? Anyways, Joseph, I hope your day is going well. We've just been talking about a bunch of stuff today because chat did not want Phasmophobia. Crystal Boba when? Oh, honestly, I love bubble tea. it's just, like I said before, no place is open late except for this one place I know that's open till like 2 a.m., but it's like so far away. And as someone who works until like 5 p.m., it's like, how am I supposed to get my bubble tea from the good places? Because by the time that I can get out and actually get them, they're closed. What am I supposed to do? Either or both? Stalling horror. Oh no, honestly, at this point, like Dr. Jogger, I don't think there's enough time for the horror game. It's not even stalling, it's just nobody could, like, you know, come together. So for my personal answer on AI tools, never have them in the creative process. And if you have to do them for some reason, disclose it properly. The only time I would ever consider AI acceptable is in the situation of this. It's the automated process you're already doing and you're already checking on it. For example, like, if you're doing, like, you're making shorts and you're creating the subtitles, you can create them yourself, or you can have AI do, like, speech to text, and you will check them anyways. That is the only way I would ever say, hey, AI is okay for this. Everything else, no. I do not want AI anywhere near the creative process. I do not want it in my art. I do not want it in any sort of, like, actual important business decisions. We need a human factor there. So, if I ever see it in, like, an AI art, I'm just like, hey, we cannot talk to each other anymore. Skynet, oh my gosh. Okay, and then for the VTuber answer, as long as it improves the company's performance, we need, you know, and the employees, so we can raise the value of the shareholders in a way that is true to our values as Ether Energy and Co., then we will do what we need to in order to succeed and in order to empower the cosmos. Right? Pretty sure the subtitles in the Muslim movement I had to watch a theater where AI generated, they were kind of ass. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, hey, if you're doing that, I'm like, yeah, you gotta check it anyways. Like, I'm never saying, you know, trust AI. Always check it. Always have the human factor. But you're gonna use it to speed up things a little bit if you're willing to check it anyways. Those things are ingrained in the PM fandom. You have to stomp down all those. Yeah, I have no interest. I do not want to see them. I've made it clear, like, on my Discord server, do not want to see AI. Otherwise, you're gone. Pink slip and all. AI is gonna crash the market at some point. Oh, yeah, I fully expect it, but when it happens, I'm just going to sit back, relax, and realize I'm kind of cooked either way, because the market crashing is not going to be good for anybody. We've seen what happens in history. Rather well thought out. I used to hate all of it since it was making computer parts I need more expensive, but I've been softening on over time. I kind of see AI as, it's a tool that so far has been used kind of irresponsibly most of the time. Like, because we have people who are like, oh yeah, they consult, you know, the actual AI tools, like, hey, how do I do my basic stuff? Which is silly and stupid, because first of all, we have Google it, Bing it, you know, this, like, you know, please remember to think for yourself. And like all tools, they need to be used reasonably, but they cannot and should not ever replace the human factor. Because we can think and we can actually be creative about it. At the end of the day, AI is just, it learns from the algorithm, but it's still algo at the end of the day. You think it's gonna revolutionize things as much as people think? I don't think it will. Like, it is a thing that you can streamline some basic processes, but it's not something that's going to change everything. I think there's going to be a decent chunk of money lost, but I also don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it going away either. Like, by the way, it's totally fine to ask me that question, because I actually had to answer that kind of question for my interviews as a part of the whole marketing career I'm in. And my stance has not changed, because I said, hey, I do not want to see AI in any sort of creative capacity, because it really comes down to this. If you see AI text, like, here's your AI copy, you're gonna feel gross about it, but in a purely market perspective, you're less likely to turn away from AI copy versus AI art. If you say AI art, you're like, nah, I don't want to look at it. You immediately, like, shut down any sort of authenticity from the company whatsoever, because it's like, well, you're supposed to be a big company. You're supposed to be able to hire, you know, the actual, like, artists to actually do your work. AI copy, like, it sucks, but believe it or not, people are usually less bothered by copy unless it's just very, very obvious. Like, it's not X, but it's Y. And most people don't really notice that that's the kind of pattern that they do when you're making that. Then again, you should have copywriters in the first place. So really, like I said, do an element. I mean, for a free fan-made site, it would make sense, but in theaters, theaters not. When you're promoting stuff, you don't want to show AI there. No! You put in the hard work, it's a creative thing, show off the creativity. Badly used tool definitely has a use of the tool. A lot of people aren't using it right now, the ones who are trying to make it out something. Exactly. And it's just, I guess it's just frustrating because it's like all tools, here are the guidelines on how to use it properly. But people are just like, oh, this is gonna solve all my problems. And it's like, no, it's not. It's like how people Google their problems. By the way, my model shaking was very important. So that is my stance on AI. But if you wanted to do a TLDR of what I did for, like I said in the last 5 minutes, no AI art. I do not want to see AI in creatives. If you ever dare to use AI, you're gonna check to make sure the work is correct. Do not expect it to solve your problems. And that's all I will say on the matter. Yeah. It's not going to go away. I think that's the unfortunate part. And, by the way, real talk. I actually don't want, like I said before, I don't actually mind talking about this because as somebody in marketing, I'm okay sharing this. It is a thing that is talked about. It is something that comes up constantly, no matter how much I like to just pretend and ignore it. I'm just like, well, I'm stuck to have to deal with this. But I always try to do my best to limit its reach in the things that I handle and the things that I can look over and be responsible for, because most of the time, people don't know how to use it correctly. And it just creates more problems. So that's why I have my stance. Because it just, Sponsorship with G Fuel to make office lady stockings tea flavor supplements when? Would people actually want me to be part of like apply to G Fuel or gamer subs or something? I don't really pay attention to those things. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't go to advanced GG or something. And I don't even know if I have the following for that anyways. Like, aren't those really large followers? You hear that a lot of companies are quietly rehiring people who are fired and replaced with AI? Oh yeah, absolutely, Slash Iguana. If anything, that's kind of why I tell my friends, hey, if you want me to look over your resumes, I have no problem doing that. Because those companies, they think, oh, they only see the short-term gains. They don't actually think about, oh man, what am I gonna do with my talent retires or moves to another company? Where am I going to get actually people who can do their job? It's just AI. It's very short-sighted stuff. Sponsorship like that is up to you, not us. I mean, I've probably said this before, but I do want to at least try it out to make sure that I do agree with it, rather than just, doing whatever. Say that despite being on gamer subs for years, when I finally tried it, turn to be a fine. Yeah, I'll have to see then, because I don't want to do any sort of sponsorships or anything like that unless I've tried it out and been like, oh yeah, I like this. So I will see, especially because shipping is. And I've never really been huge on those energy drink stuff, so that's why I'm I'm not really familiar with them. But yeah, it's been very interesting, Slash Iguana, just to see what's been happening in not just my company, but in other different companies too. But oh, they're just doing this because they kind of overestimate AI. They're doing all their vibe coding and hoping everything is okay, and they realize things are falling apart. Yep, it's been entertaining in my own way to watch it. Alright, Crystal, did you sleep? Heading to sleep? Alright, thank you very much for hanging out, Diamond King. Take care, have a good night. Nikki, who rated once, she got partnered with them, though. She's very happy about it. Oh, okay. I feel part of me is I want to ask, but part of me is also kind of afraid to ask. But I will do some research then. I'll try to check to see which one she is partnered with, and then probably go from there, because I do want to explore it a little bit. I remember somebody, not somebody, I remember a company did reach out to me, but I did do some research and they seemed a little bit sus. They were like the same vein of like, I think it was like Dubby, which people don't want to do anymore, which is, you know, for good reason. So that's why I was like, ultimately I was like, I wouldn't do it. Plus, you know, they approached me. Which is weird because I know my size. I know I am not anywhere near that. So that's why I'm like, you know, kind of suspicious right there, right? It's a bit too good to be true. You stop drinking them at a certain point to be more frugal. Yeah, I'm always very much a coffee and like a tea drinker. So like, energy drinks, I'm like, oh, I'm not sure about that. Good night, clocking out. See you later, alligator. See you later, alligator. Indeed. Take care. Bye bye. Just make sure you're careful with the dosages. That is very important. Thank you very much for the reminder. The intrusive thoughts won one time and I made a full 64-ounce jug of gamer subs. I'll be honest, Slash Iguana, I would get the smallest order possible just so I can try it, because there's no other way. You almost Panera Bread lemonade. Oh no! No! That's bad! That's the horrifying thing. Because like I'm already like somewhat irresponsible with coffee. Like I drink like multiple cups per day. Not to the point that I've gone like, you know, serious heart palpitations. And only when it's like, okay, I need like to lock in. Usually it's either just a cup or two per day. But like, yeah, I can only imagine then. You drink fake Red Bull a few times in the past, and the reason I stopped drinking is because it's too sweet. Yeah, that is true. I don't really like anything that's like too sweet or like any too of anything. You got free samples they mail out. But autism and that stuff doesn't work on you. I will see then. Like I said before, I want to do some research on this to make sure that I understand completely like what I'm getting into, because I do. If anything, yes, I should be very intimately familiar with like what sponsorships do and how important it is. So, you know, make sure I don't do anything or I don't associate myself with anything that might be against what I am and what my views are. So, boss, did you check out Chaotic Good Barbarian? I will do it tonight. I'm probably going to do it after this stream because there's no way I'm going to finish this short tonight. So I will do that and I will get back to you because like the sad thing is, like I said to chat before, like I cannot watch anything game related during work because people will know. IT will trump over and be like, oh, you look at this, and they won't say anything, but they will judge me. The Reveal's flavor is best, the sour cherry. Oh, I'm not really fond of like cherry flavors in general. Like, this is not personal to her, but it's just, if anything, like I'm usually partial to like either like lime, lemonade kind of stuff, more citrusy kind of things, orange. I mean, nothing too sweet. Those are the things I usually like to go for. Drink 2 to 3 instant coffees a day. Faust, you can't see it, but like I'm doing like the, you know, the handshake with you. You understand. That said, you got a lot of stuff done that. Oh, you. I guess. Blow hole blast and what the frick? Oh, I mean, I guess depending on who's actually partnered, right? You seem to be super confident with the creator before releasing any product. Okay, I'm assuming this is okay, this is the one with Nikki, the one that Nikki's partnered with, right? Because I don't want to just assume it's like gamer subs, right? Schlatt is milk, titty milk, and he's the, you know, I'm not even surprised by what you just said, Canis. There's no surprise whatsoever. I'm like, yeah, you know, that actually checks out. But, yeah, I will consider it. I'm just not sure if, you know, office manager actually fits with what they're doing, because yeah, you know, VTuber concepts, right? Hey, didn't notice the Chihuahua. No, Canis has been here for a while. I know pretty well about them. Yeah, like I know that they usually give like, oh hey, here's a code, and if anybody buys stuff with your affiliate code, then you get a little bit of extra on the side. Like I fully expect that to be what I would get at most because of who I am. And even then, I think the second question is, would anybody like in my community actually care to get it? Because first of all, I don't want to pressure anybody to do that, and second of all, I know money is tight, and is, especially in this economy, and I don't want people to feel also like, the emotional obligation to get that. Focus on, getting actual food, paying for, the things you need to pay for. If so much VTuber variety, don't seem picky with creators. I'm assuming you meant creators, not creatures. But okay. They got Russian Bajor too. Okay. Like I said, I want to investigate it, and investigate in the sense of research, and not like, hey, I hate them or something. Like, I want to make sure. Look in their history. Do I know who they are? Because, been burned multiple times, ending up accidentally giving money to, well, accident is a strong word, but ending up paying people who, if I had known their own prior history, I would not have, provided that financial support. So I just want to be sure. I just like to believe we're not dumb enough to consume instead of eat. Yeah, I like to believe that too, Maze, but like, this is the internet. And also, I also understand that they're a business, so if something doesn't work out, they're not going to sell it, because that's just how it is. In the end, they want, return on investment. They're going to probably look at my, like, average viewers and like, oh, man, do you, my CCV, do you actually get people? Don't drink it every day, so one can actually end up lasting a hell of a long time, like they advertise. Oh, okay. You have to get through the stuff you have right now first, which would probably take a while. Okay. Yeah, ultimately, I do also want to try it as well. Try one just to see how it tastes and see if I actually like it, because, like I said, ultimately, even if it, I have no issues with what they said, if I just don't like what they have, I think I would feel disingenuous trying to support them. That's just how it is. So, yeah, thank you very much for the food for thought. Like, I've been just kind of, honestly, me being a content creator, like I'd say before, I'd say it again, I LARP as a content creator. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I'm just here to vibe. It's really pretty much just like that. So, like, what am I doing here? But, honestly, I just realized, yeah, we're coming up to 3 hours and like 30-ish minutes or so. I only said it for the memes, but now I'm intrigued. Yeah, like, if nothing else, if we're gonna talk about things too, I was actually thinking of getting, like, maybe, potentially, supposedly, could be, applying to Uwu Market for merchandise. I don't think it would work, because, my size again. But, like, I considered it, as something I could potentially do down the line. But I'm not sure if anybody would actually buy merch of me, You want me to send you the free sample link? You know what, Canis? I appreciate that. Please do. Just because shipping to Canada is actually kind of a nightmare right now. Try putting some in ginger ale and tell me what you think. I thought it was good, but it might just... Oh, ginger ale would be pretty nice. I have a new people for you to do raid if you want. Oh, that... Let me at least look at who is available first. Oh! Thank you very much for follow. Welcome to the office, new hire. Enjoy the follow emotes, and you receive the orientation papers in your work email in the coming week. Please understand, however, that by hitting the follow button, you have agreed to be employed at Ether Energy & Co. for the rest of your days, but rest assured, we will utilize your skills to the fullest. Thank you very much, and welcome aboard. Very stream lagged. What was the answer? Canis, the answer is yes, please. If you don't mind. Let me see who's online first, though. No offense to Nikki, I know she knows I think she's amazing. Honestly, just like I said, I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. So that's why I'm like, oh, I actually appreciate, like, hey, here's some things, here's some food for thought for you to consider. But she has way less followers than you and got the deal. I mean, it is also based on CCV, right? It's not just followers, because followers can be just whatever, right? Like, if anything, like, if you have to look at the history, and for example, I've only really, started streaming seriously last year and a half. So, before then, like, the bunch of followers were back when I used this account for streaming other different content. Way, way back in, like, 2018, 2015-ish. That's why I'm not sure if it really applies. But, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Canis. But yeah, honestly, thank you very much for sticking around for the past like 3.5 hours. I will figure out Phasmophobia another day, but at the very least, I will give people the proper warning because it's clear that not everybody was ready. So, it is what it is. But all right. That is your recommendation. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Sure, why not? We can do that. It was fun, balls. Next time, don't lie. No. It was just based on the stipulation that you all could come together, and nobody decided to come together. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Whether you decided to poke in, you're heading, you're lurking, talking in chat, whether you came from X-Tie raids or NGO's raids, I appreciate you, as well as people who are inside the red office and purple office. Thank you very much, you two people. I am grateful that everybody decided to stick with me because I've basically been talking and totally not stalling whatsoever. Ha 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 ha. And friendly reminder that Friday is the next time I will be live, and it will be more fun with Canis Pugnator. You should definitely follow him because he's funny and only engages in masochism occasionally. And we will be playing we'll continuing our Soul Link playthrough, and we will definitely win, right? It's Veilstone City. Surely the fighting gym with me with my ice type will not have a problem, right? Haha. Anyways, I hope you all have a great night, and we will go raid Miru's recommendation, Bun Rose, who's currently playing Limba's company. So why don't you say hello to her? Because we do like our Limba's company stuff. And if you are subscribed, please consider, waving your signs over here. And if you're not subscribed, please throw your briefcase here. Unfortunately, YouTube, I cannot raid people yet because I do not have 1K subs here. Apparently, that's a rule, from my understanding. Yeah, that sound was just me being angry for a moment.